Opie and Dopey.
Two guys that hate each other.
Just shut your mouth.
I hate them.
Shut up.
Don't be unkind.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, very nice.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a fine bunch of bullies, aren't you?
I'm Opie.
I could give a fuck. I'm Jim Norton, and I'm on the radio.
Shut up.
The Opie and Anthony Show. It's all about fun, fun, fun.
I'd love to spit in your face.
I will fucking kill you.
Shut up, stupid.
I'm just a zilch and I know it.
Who cares? We're trying to do a fucking radio. I know what we're trying to do. I'm sitting here across from you. I understand that.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Despicable asshat.
These dummies that work for us, you guys stink.
Ben looks like a tall baby.
Always laughing in the wrong places. Ben, where's the coffee?
You rock.
Hopefully he's going through a car wash with his mouth open.
And there's Steve.
Steve is a piece of garbage.
And you stink.
You are cordially invited to a robbery rape.
This is family entertainment.
This show is a disaster.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
If you have any poo, fling it now.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay, terrific. Okay, terrific.
Open your mouth. They're paying for it. You eat it.
Do you want to kiss me? I want to kiss you on the mouth.
I see the awful, terrible things in my life and turn it into something funny.
And welcome to the Opie and Anthony program.
Hi. Hi there.
Spreading across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio.
Yeah. Good morning.
See, this proves Opie and Anthony are failing because they got to add another show to their channel. They got to add another show to High Voltage. See, that proves that they're failing.
Have you heard that one yet?
That's the latest one.
It is?
What happened to the one
yet.
where we're going to be off the air in 2 months? What happened to that one?
Hey, you're right.
Who said that?
Hey.
Every time we make a move, the critics out there, see, that proves that they're failing on satellite radio. I told you.
Yeah, we were supposed to be gone in 3 months.
Fucking assholes, I swear to God.
What happened?
Just shut the fuck up and realize we're great.
We rule.
We so rule.
How do those people talk? I love the way those people talk.
I need
Let me tell you something.
Because you're failing.
Oh, when you read some of these message boards, that's how I read them in my head, you know?
Yeah.
I just got news that they're adding a show to 202. I told you they'd fail. Shut up. Fucking assholes. I can't even remember all the things that they said was happening to us.
This happens any time, though. Remember when we first got to NEW?
Yeah.
They were saying we wouldn't last 3 months, and then I don't give them to the end of the year. And then our ratings went through the roof, and they couldn't say anything, and that was it. And then, like, 4 years later, we get fired.
Hold on, they did say something,
What?
buddy. They said, oh, that's a fluke. You forgot the fluke thing?
I was going right to when we got fired, and they went, see, I told you.
See, what happened was too many white diaries were sent into the market.
It's a fluke.
They didn't have enough minority diaries.
Yeah.
That's why they went way up. You watch. It'll turn around next ratings period.
Yeah.
Shut up. Just sit back and enjoy.
They suck.
Shut up and realize.
Do the voice, Jimmy.
They're failing.
Shut up and just realize that people enjoy what we do. And it's a lot different than what you enjoy doing. Excuse me, yes. And I'm over 30, and I love video games. Thank you.
Yes.
Phil Mushnick, you cock.
Play them all the time.
I'm just
my life. Away from this show, video gaming is my life.
Phil Mushnick, this guy writes for the New York Post, I think. This guy is just absolutely awful.
Everything he writes is just old and curmudgeon-like. It's horrid.
You know what he is? He's a douche.
He's just a douche.
He writes, do you know even 5 people over the age of 30 who play video games?
Yeah.
Jesus, there's probably 5 in this studio.
ABC did a whole story on video gaming and children.
Do we have the audio of that?
I don't know. That's what he's commenting on. Oh, look at poor Eric.
Hawk, I'd have some
Let's
audio.
go to Eric's head right now and look inside.
Well, as soon as you say something like that, I'm just assuming that we would do a whole half hour on the audio.
Yeah. They did a little story.
I saw the panic in Eric's
I know.
face. They don't have it. They don't have that one. They missed that one probably.
And then I guess somebody from the video gaming industry was saying that, hey, a lot of the majority of the people that play, or an equal number of the people that play video games, are over 30. And Mushnick is just saying, that's impossible. Just stop it. And then he says that, I don't know one person over the age of 30 that plays video games. It's you, Phil. That's what the problem is. Anybody that Phil Mushnick knows absolutely isn't playing video games. They're complaining about the blacks moving into their neighborhood. He's a fossil. He looks like one of those guys, to me. I mean, I don't know the guy, but looking at his picture and reading his column over the years, you could kind of get what I believe is a pretty accurate opinion of the guy. He looks like the type of guy that knows nothing about computers, technology, video gaming, what it's about, what people that are over 30 are like that play it. I picture him sitting there with an old typewriter typing out his column. Ding! Ding! There it is. Mushnick's done. Copy boy! Get this to the presses! Like an old ass. Knows nothing.
The papers are filled with old asses.
Asses.
That they can't get out of these seats.
Get some young blood in there.
Get some young holes in there.
Phil, there are plenty of people over the age of 30 playing video games. And I do believe it is probably equal to the number of people under 20 that are playing video games. It's entertainment.
July 21st, ABC's World News Tonight included a report on an aging, ugly story that has grown worse. Video games are now including even more antisocial content than before. At the end of that segment, ABC News reported unblinkingly, and to a national audience, the video...
Standing there with their dry eyes, their eyes drying out.
Unblinkingly.
Unlicking lips.
Like Clockwork Orange, their eyes are just wide open. I swear to God, they're all over 30, sir!
At the end of that segment, ABC News reported unblinkingly, and to a national audience, the video game industry's claim that the average age of those who play video games is 30 years old.
30. That makes perfect sense, by the way. It really does. You think, 18? A lot of kids are playing. 18, they can afford their own games. Yeah, there are people playing games under that. There's people 10, 11 years old playing a lot of video games. But if you go for the time, like I know I wasn't allowed, if I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to do anything for 16 hours straight, before your mother would chase you out of the house. When you reach a certain age where you're independent, you live by yourself, and you could sit in front of a video game for 16, 20 hours at a clip, you got to be over 30.
It's got to be close to 30. I'm sure, a lot of these numbers are padded. So maybe it's 28, you know what I mean? But it's not 16 or 17 like Mr. Mushnick would like to think. And then it goes on. And that was that. Report over.
That was that, I say.
Report over. Now, I'm going to go out on a very thick limb here and suggest that if the video game industry told ABC News such a thing, that the industry is lying, telling a whopper.
Yeah, Phil.
He actually writes telling a whopper.
A whopper. If you say a lie is telling a whopper, you know nothing about video gaming. Unless it's the Whopper computer running the war game scenario.
Or unless you want to know what Steve ate half of and he's now throwing up in the parking lot. I told him I wanted a Whopper Jr. My stomach won't take an entire Whopper.
Steve's telling a Whopper to the parking lot.
The industry's claim is simply impossible to believe. Given that I know one person over the age of 30 who regularly plays video games, yet I know of scores of people under the age of 18, children who regularly play video games. How about you? Do you know even 5 people over the age of 30 who play video games?
Yep. Yeah.
Yet I'll bet that for every person 30 years old and over, you can find who plays video games, you can find 20 people under the age of 30 who play video games.
What people does he know? Who does he know that is under 18? Who does he even know? Is he talking to them, or is it the parents going, yeah, he loves his video games? And he doesn't know anybody over 30 that plays video games because he's one of these technology retards.
Or is he actually hanging out with people over 30, or just hanging out with a bunch of kids in a schoolyard?
Creep.
Stupid kid toucher. Every child I've ever fingered loves video games. Shithead.
What a creep.
what a douche.
He's a jerk.
Let's just keep going around the room. Oh, God. In the days that followed ABC's news report, almost every young adult we spoke with who once played video games told us that they began in their pre to early teens, their interest peaked in their mid to late teens, and quickly began to fade in their early to mid-20s.
That's bullshit. Your video gaming hunger fades in your early to mid-20s. That is bullshit. The guy is a know-nothing clod. That is when you finally start getting what is called disposable income, where you can then go out and buy some of the games that you want to play. You got a computer, maybe in your dorm room, whatever. You're sitting there and playing a lot of video games.
Right.
And as you get older, you get a little more time, whatever. You play goddamn video games. They're fun. He just doesn't see the fun or entertainment value, or maybe he just doesn't know about them. He's probably thinking of, yeah, I see him playing that Pac-Man and listening to Pac-Man Fever.
Oh, Pac-Man Fever.
What an idiot.
He's an ass.
What a douche.
Phil Mushnick
is a boob.
Buffoon.
What a minister of morons.
Oh, Jim.
Boy.
I'm going to call Bravo Sierra on Mr. Mushnick.
Yes.
That ABC News could so matter-of-factly repeat a claim that defies common sense and nationwide empirical logic is mind-blowing. You know, Ma, here's a quote, so he's like making believe he's talking to his mom. Ma! You know, Ma, those 30 to 40-year-olds who just went to the basement to play video games sure look a tad younger, like maybe 13 or 14, and I can't recall 30-year-olds having to be dropped off by their mothers. What an unfunny ass.
A complete jackass. And listen to the way he words it. Down in the basement. Like the computers are all down in the basement still. It's back in the older days. You hide that thing. Stop.
He's a creep.
I bet you this guy loves giving rusty trombones.
He sure does. To someone who's very young and crying. I just want to get picked up by my parents. Where are the video games, Mr. Mushnick?
By the way,
in the basement.
By the way, without even trying, we have a 35-year-old, a 48-year-old, a 32-year-old, a 31-year-old, 37-year-old, and a 42-year-old all on hold waiting to talk to us. What a dick.
Just a complete fool.
The video industry, it seems, rather than admit that it's partially in the business of selling violence and sex to the young, would have us, through ABC News, believe that it is a somewhat unusual day when kids play video games. Swallowing and reporting such nonsense, incidentally, is how Vince McMahon, he hates Vince McMahon.
Hates Vince McMahon.
Why?
Can't stand Vince McMahon, can't stand how he, you know.
Because Vince is a genius who's a successful guy, who's a genius at marketing. And Phil's a jack-off that writes for the New York Post, one of the worst newspapers ever. It's a tabloid. It's like Weekly World News.
It's great toilet reading.
It is. And Phil works there. You know he hates the fact that he's working for that. He bashes sex and the violence in video games, yet his column is usually near an ad for some type of sex, some type of apparatus. in the post. It's just the way it is. And he hates that.
Swallowing and reporting such nonsense, incidentally, is how Vince McMahon would defend his pro wrestling empire as he turned it into primetime borderline porn.
Borderline porn.
Are you insane? Borderline porn?
Uh-huh.
That's a hell of a statement, Mr. Mushnick. What is borderline porn, by the way?
Nothing. No one's got anything on
McMahon would claim that his TV shows are no longer for kids. And darn if newscasts, local and national, didn't dispatch reporters to stand there and blankly nod as McMahon said such things.
Blankly nod.
It's kind of funny, actually. But all these reporters had to do was look around. If it's not for kids, why are the live audiences at his shows loaded with kids? Why is TV advertising children enjoying candy bars aimed at kids? Why are the shelves at Toys R Us loaded with McMahon's pro wrestling merchandise? These are not aberrations. Beyond belief, stupidity has become epidemic within newscasts. Last month, shortly after the terrorist bombings of London subways, CNN's headline news for at least an hour repeatedly posted the following graphic.
Yeah?
Attack on London, 37 dead, 700 plus wounded. Is the U.S. safe from a similar attack? Well, let's see now. Seeing how the U.S. got it far worse on 9/11 and seeing how we wouldn't be safe from a similar attack even if we'd never been attacked, we're going to take a wild guess and answer no. The U.S. is not safe from a similar attack. Good grief.
What? He went off. What is he even talking about?
He kind of attacked like the integrity of what CNN was saying, which he's right about. But it's like, dude, look who you write for.
Yeah. Stop.
You don't exactly write for the New York Times.
No. The Post, Phil. No matter what you say, you write for the New York Post.
Yeah, which, by the way, the front page of the New York Post today, the paper he writes for,
yeah,
Catholic school sex scandal.
Yeah.
Another teacher banging students.
Yeah, let's look at the headlines. Newsday says it's all about Iraq, London bomb suspect. The Daily News has Big Rat, Diary of John Gotti's wife.
Which is some unbelievable reading, by the way. It started yesterday in the Daily News.
And the New York Post, big block letters, sex teach. Sex teach. There, Phil, there's your paper. There's your borderline pornography. You think people are picking up the Post to read sex teach to get all the info on that story? Or maybe just to get a little titillated? I think that headline reeks of titillation.
Where's your morals, Mr. Mushnick?
Yeah, why don't you resign from the New York Post and try to find a more reputable paper? Mr. Mushnick. Mushnick. The name alone. And this coming from Cummia. Mushnick. Stop it.
So there you have it. It's an all-out assault on video games.
Boy, that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is just getting fucked. You can't find it anywhere now. Forget it.
I know. It sold a lot, though, before
it did.
Before they took it off the shelves, right?
But now none of the stores are carrying it. A lot of these online places that you could order it, gone. And this is the government's way of censoring video games. They can't censor it. You can't just go and say, take it off the market, we're censoring it. But they could put the rating system in place, and then they could squawk that the rating isn't high enough, get it an adults-only rating, and then have the stores not carry it under fear of a boycott. So, in essence, you're removing this from the populace.
And who's going to honor? This is why I hate the retail stores too. Who's going to honor a boycott? If they had an adult-only section for video games and said you have to be 18 or older to purchase these games, all right, that's fine. Why is that a problem? Why can't a store carry that?
We are image. We don't even want it within our four walls. And in essence, they rid the world of these games. You're not going to be able to make a game like San Andreas with all the fun content that people over 30 that play the games find entertaining. It's a little adult-oriented. We don't want SpongeBob SquarePants running around on our video screens. You're not going to find them. They cost a lot of money to make these games. It's a fortune to make these. They got to recoup. They're not going to recoup selling them in back rooms somewhere. They got to be out there so people could see them in all the main major stores. So you've seen an end to these games. That's it. Goodbye.
I was at my nephew's 7th birthday party over the weekend.
Ah,
happy birthday, JD!
Did you get lucky?
And have you seen these new video games where you just plug it into anyone's TV?
Oh, yeah, they're very small.
It's like, well, he was playing Miss Pac-Man, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And basically, it's a console, and you plug it right in. You could plug it into anyone's TV.
Yeah, you just plug it in and play the game. Yeah, take it right with
When did
you.
that start?
About a year.
Like, you don't need a gaming
year and a half.
console. It's all within the unit. You only get one game.
Yeah, it's one game. It's got the controls on it. The games and the controls are all in one little handy little box that you hold on to.
Right.
And the thing goes into the TV, and you play it.
He's 7, just plugging it into the TV.
And that used to take a huge console
and he's just
cartridges.
And then he just starts playing Miss Pac-Man. Then unplugs it, turns the TV back on so we can watch whatever we were watching.
Yeah.
He had a couple games like that. What a great idea.
You know what's a cool one? I haven't played it in a while, but I want to get some more cartridges for it. Intellivision. I used to love the Intellivision racing game.
Phil Mushnick likes Intellivision.
That's his idea of what family entertainment would be. It would just be like a little ball that bounces, and you have to click on the red one. That's fun.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Pong. That's it, Mushnick. I play Pong.
Indeed you do, Mr. Mushnick.
What a buffoon.
But you also enjoy a dirty Sanchez, don't you?
Sitting nude with just an awful smoking jacket, typing up his boring column.
They call him a butterscotch columnist.
Let's say hi to Randy in New York, 48 years old. What's up, Randy?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey,
Hi,
man.
Daddy.
Hi there.
Listen, I'm 48 years old. I've been playing video games since the consoles first came out. The old Nintendo crap. Right up to the computer games and stuff. I even got land throughout my house to play with the consoles and the computer.
Yeah.
This fucking shit dick don't know what the hell he's talking about. As far as I'm concerned, does he have any kids? I don't think so. If not, why is he downplaying these video games and stuff? You know, it's up to the adults like myself and stuff. You know, let the kids play what they want to play. But other than that, you know, fuck him.
I don't know if he has kids or if it's only certain states will allow he and his partner to adopt.
Why can't you just have the rating system the way it is and put it in the stores and let the parents understand what their kids are bringing home? It's plainly marked on the box. You could see what they're playing. Look over your kid's shoulder for a few minutes and see what games they're playing. And if you don't like what they're playing, if it's not appropriate for them, take it away from them.
That's why I hate the religious right.
Yep.
Thank you.
You should. They're disgraceful. I would like to see the stores sell it, though. The stores buckling like this is really sickening.
Yeah. Really is.
It's sad. Brian in South Carolina. Brian, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
All right.
Hey, Jimmy, I saw you
man.
in Cleveland. Good show on the late one there.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Hey, this guy soft dick, he needs to take his typewriter and strap it on his chest and douse it in gas and put one firecracker on the asshole key.
Wow. That
Anyway.
was a lot.
Okay,
no.
terrific.
Not anyway. You
Yeah.
don't get out of that with an anyway, my friend.
Yeah, you don't clear your throat and forge right ahead.
I'm 32.
Mike in New York.
Hey, what's going on?
Stop floundering yuts. Hey, he unstrap it to his head. Think quickly, think quickly, think quickly.
Typewriter.
Put a flammable liquid on his chest and set a fire, which he gets from a tree.
Anyway, moving right along.
Semicolon.
Hey, we didn't get a harumph out of you.
There
you go. Hey, Mike, what's up?
Hey, yeah, my dad's like 67 years old. He's been playing video games since Pong came out. He's bought like every console since Pong. You know, all he does is play video games. He plays Doom for like 3 hours a day.
All right, well, this bit's going places.
We've taken it to that third level, Opie.
Thank you, Elo, for that suggestion to take it to the third level. Jesus. We can handle this one on our own on level 1.
GTA San Andreas on eBay, $95. Is that what's happening now? They're starting to sell the unsent. That's what they did. They pretty much made it a collector's item.
Yeah.
Even though there are plenty out there.
All right.
I don't understand why the stores won't carry it. It just makes me want to spit on them.
Stores like Walmart and Target, you know what they cater to? They cater to what they call the soccer moms. Soccer moms. And they don't want that in there. It would, not that they'd even notice, but it would start making the news. The press picks up on it. Why are they selling pornography at Target? And they get it out of there.
And, you know, Michael Moore, as much as I don't like him, what a great thing he raised about how they sell guns in these stores. And there's just so many other things they won't sell, but you can buy a rifle, but you can't buy this. It's just, what's better thing to have with this than a rifle? You get a few ideas, you go out and shoot a hooker.
Of course.
Let's say hi to Tony in Philly. Tony, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Jimmy, how are you?
Hi, Tone.
I did the assault on the media that you guys talked about Friday.
Oh, you did?
I caught it late on the replay, and I figured I'd give you guys a call and tell you the whole story about it.
Yeah, Tony in Philly, you scared the crap out of that reporter. Let me play the audio. The video's up on opieandanthony.com. So people can check out the video, which is priceless. It really is. This one made us laugh really hard. Here's the audio before you explain what happened.
Brandy. Well, Alicia, this story has taken so many turns. And what we've learned tonight is that the sign welcoming...
What a mess.
She stopped talking, and they went right to the tape piece.
Well, I actually called, remember I called about 3 weeks ago and tried to do that one down on Channel 10 where I held up the signs, I taped them to the window, and you couldn't see them.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, that was awful, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people laughed openly at you.
Failed. And then I did this one, but I actually got, that's Channel 3, and I actually got Channel 6 right after that, but I have it on my TiVo. I can't copy it to tape.
Hey, dude, I got a question for you before you start. About this one that you just did with the reporter. You were with another guy. What was the first Opie and Anthony we heard in the background? Were you guys warming up, or did you plan on doing it from there?
No, well, I'm the guy with the glasses. The guy in the blue was just some drunk guy. That was his girlfriend, because I was telling him about it. And she goes, Opie and Anthony, and that's how you can hear it.
Oh, it's her just saying Opie and Anthony.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was it. But then right after I got her, I saw the other guy from Channel 6. He looks at me. He was going to do a live feed right in front of the restaurant. He swings the whole camera in front of his van, so the back of him is the van.
Yeah.
And I run up behind him. You can see my face in the mirror in the window of the van, yelling Opie and Anthony, and being a pest to him too.
It made us laugh all weekend long there, Tony. It was a very, very good assault on the media.
She came after me. I'm walking away, and she comes after me. She's like, "Is that you? How old are you?" Rah, 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 and starts screaming at me and yelling at me, and I just stood her down.
Well, these reporters, they take their jobs very seriously, but after they get assaulted, they have nothing really to come at you with. Nothing. They're just so mad inside, and they don't know what to do. I love that. Absolutely love that. Well, Tony, did you have the best assault on the media for the month of July?
It is now August.
I did. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think I would be a winner, but I hope I am. I looked at the other guys, but mine I think was pretty good.
Well, we're going to announce the winner of the Assault on the Media contest in a little while here. And then we're going to start up the contest for the month of August.
But I just wanted to give you guys a call and just let you know the whole story.
Good job.
Thank you, Tony. That was a great job.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks.
See you, man.
Made us laugh all weekend long. You can see the video on opieandanthony.com.
We had a couple of new ones, I guess?
Yeah, Buffalo Paul tried again, and some guy just kind of walked by with a wow sticker, which was pretty funny.
Poor Buffalo Paul.
The best part about these assaults on the media is the graphics that someone are enhancing the video.
Yeah.
And this guy walks by with a wow sticker. And I thought it was really nice. And then someone writes on the screen, "Why don't you slow down just a little bit, a little too fast?"
Was it?
I don't know. Can you get that one up or no? And then, then Buffalo Paul, he did another one where it was very interesting, though. He had his own handheld camera.
Yeah.
So while he's assaulting the media on live TV, which you could see, then he plays the video of what he was seeing, which is the cameraman.
Ooh. Hey, that's a good idea.
Yes.
So, is it good enough to win the Assault on the Media contest for the month of July? You'll have to wait and see.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It's pretty good, actually.
They're up on Foundry?
Yeah, they're up all over the place. opieandanthony.com, foundrymusic.com.
Good luck finding it.
Which is FOUNDRY music.com.
He's all mad somewhere. It's very easily navigated.
Yeah, you have to put in a few underscores to find it. Zero results. Your search put in 0 results for Opie and Anthony.
I just hate the fact that you click on a link and you got to go through like 5 more pop-up pages with links that are mysteriously hidden to find the content.
Watch, this is the one. Turn it to Anthony.
That's the one with the guy walking by?
Yeah, this was on Long Island. Reporters reporting at some kind of
festival.
Oh,
the guy couldn't commit.
That was it?
The guy could not commit. He should have said something or gotten. He was scared. He was scared.
Well, some of the guys get scared when it's time to perform. But you can see the latest assaults on the media on opieandanthony.com.
I want to see the
foundrymusic.com. Yeah, here's the Paul one before we go to break. Got to take a quick break because I got to take a leak. And then we'll talk about Anthony's weekend in Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah.
And Jim Norton and his Saturn update and his Dell update.
Jimmy's a customer service madman over the weekend.
Also, Jimmy called me while he was drugged up after his procedure. I got the phone call.
They give you good drugs, right?
It was, I forget what it was called. It was actually an anesthesia that doesn't make you nauseous. Profol or Propofol. Ooh. I want to say Propofol. Somebody out there would know, but it was actually really good because I was afraid of being sick.
Here it is.
Dopa.
Here's the Buffalo Paul one.
All right.
I know this is radio, and we're watching the video.
Yapping by a fence.
Anthony's watching the video for the first time here.
And an establishing shot.
Yeah, they're just showing a building. Who cares?
A montage of
another building in Buffalo that they should just destroy. That's him with his handheld, obviously. There he is. He's got a chicken head.
Hey, that was pretty good. All right, Buffalo Paul. That's not bad. He had a chicken head on?
And that's what he was looking at.
That's
the
what he saw?
cameraman, yeah.
Wow. Buffalo Paul's an animal.
And then the reporter said something. What did the reporter say to him after the shot? I forget now.
Hawk?
Anyone?
Hawk, bosses are talking to you.
No one knows.
How about waking up?
No one
knows what anyone said.
No one knows.
No one cares, Paul. Buffalo Paul. No one cares about you.
The fairy fucking godmother said it.
But he comes into the shot with his own video camera, so he could film the whole thing.
That's good.
Film the cameraman filming him on live TV, and then he has like some kind of chicken hat on.
What is that? Take a close look.
It's some kind of chicken.
A chicken on his head?
It's a chicken head hat. Then he's got one of the huge Opie and Anthony.
What a dolt.
And Mushnick thinks that people over 30 don't play video games? Look what we have adults doing.
Acting like morons.
Too good.
That's great. No, that's a good one.
So we'll announce the winner of the Assault on the Media contest for the month of July in a few minutes here.
Huge sign right up behind the reporter. Great job.
It's funny.
Got all the features. Wackiness and the pest cam.
Did Buffalo Paul pull it out at the last moment? Did he?
Maybe.
You never know. And also, Anthony, we hand out our first golden ticket today.
What are we, Willy Wonka?
We're handing out our first golden ticket today.
Our first golden ticket.
Here's the deal for regular, boring commercial radio. Your pals, Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy Norton, we're going to save 5 of you.
We're like Willy Wonka.
We're going to save 5 radio shows from that awful commercial radio. And the rest of you could just go to hell as we destroy you.
Just rot in the wasteland that is broadcast radio.
Just rot in your 30-minute commercial breaks.
Be no part of the future.
Just rot playing the same 20 songs in a row.
Not being able to speak your mind.
Just rot making believe you're edgy, but you're really not.
Fearing for your career after every show because you might have said, go to hell. Or some other FCC violation.
The beauty of this is we came up with something a long time ago. Basically, it is Opie and Anthony always win in the end. And we've been paying close attention ever since we had our little fuck-up. Fuckos.
Little problem.
Little misstep.
Remember when we fucked up fuckos?
Well, fucko.
Well, we've been...
I knew that. Fuck, I forgot the voice already. God damn it.
No, I knew they'd do that.
What was the voice?
You can't remember the voice. Opie, what's the dopey voice?
Now it's more of a radio voice, you know.
Everyone knew that these guys just weren't talented enough for commercial radio. It was just a matter of time before they were going to take it too far.
Shut up, fucko.
They're not going to last for 3 days.
These guys aren't going to last.
This proves that they're failing.
There it is.
This proves that they're failing on 202.
Opie gets a nasal tone going.
And he makes this kind of face, but I still can't do it.
Jimmy contorts his face.
I can capture the essence of who that man is, but I can't get the voice.
You make a creature from the Black Lagoon face when you do that voice.
I just want to talk radio and bite Adrian Barbeau's tits.
So here's the deal. We've been paying close attention to all you fuckos out there.
Right.
And we know who talked bad about us when we had our little misstep.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? We have a lot of power now, and we're gonna save 5 of you from commercial radio.
Yeah.
Will it be Lex and Terry? I don't think so.
I doubt it.
I don't think so. Will it be the Grease Man, Anthony?
Bone dry, waddle doodle. I'm looking for a golden ticket. Won't be getting one, but I'm looking. Checking the mail every day. Nothing today.
Mr. Greaseman, you will not be slinging lead with satellite radio.
Wa-da-dee-doodle-da-da-dee-doo. Let me check my email. Perhaps Opie and Anthony have emailed me my golden ticket. What's in here? Viagra, mortgages. Oh, I've won $20 million from Zimbabwe. What did he do? Maybe it's on page 2. Nothing. Where's my O&A golden ticket? Don't make me start pulling out my gun and slinging lead. I'll get attention. I want to be on XM satellite radio. Golden ticket. Let's see here. If I send my bank account number, I can get 20 million U.S. cashola. Cashola! You can buy a lot of bone dries with that kind of bread. What an ass.
What a complete fucko.
That sounds exactly like him.
Oh, he will not be coming on board. Permission to come aboard, sir. Oh, denied. I'm a buffoon.
We have 2 lists. The list of potential shows that we're going to bring with us to this wonderful new medium. And then we have the list of fuckos.
Fucko. Who's on the fucko list?
So far we got Lex and Terry, the Grease Man.
Oh.
That's not long.
That's not long, is it?
Mr. Phillips.
Right.
Of course, Mr. Phillips.
That jackass.
Little update, by the way. We were never sued.
Stop.
We never got...
Who said that? And in what voice did they say it?
You guys are going to get sued.
I know why that stopped. You got sued.
And Shannon Burke.
Oh.
Remember that gentleman?
Yeah, he's out. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Shannon.
That's right.
You're on the fucko list.
Congratulations, mister.
We're making 2 lists. The list of fuckos.
And the golden ticket winners.
Mancow on the list of fuckos.
Have fun.
Have fun in commercial radio hell.
Wallow in that
Good
wasteland.
Day, sir. You get
Good
nothing.
Day.
You lose. Todd Schnitt? I don't know. I think he's on the fence.
Which one's Todd Schnitt?
He's not on the fence. Good day to
not.
you, Mr. Schnitt.
You were fooling us.
Of course Don and Mike are on the list of fuckos.
Fuckos.
Goodbye.
Opie's jotting all these things
He's
down.
actually writing them down.
He's actually writing them down.
That's right.
On the fence list would be monsters are on the fence list.
Monsters in the morning. Monsters in the evening. Where are they now?
Morning.
Middays? Morning?
Monsters at dusk.
Monsters. Let me think.
Anything?
All right, I'll put them in the gray area just for now.
Gray! Please put me in the gray area.
That's the funniest thing, Greaseman.
Stupid Greaseman.
Looking for his golden ticket.
Golden ticket there. Maybe it's in my other email account. Oh, nothing.
Our friends in Dallas.
Oh, Pugs and Kelly?
Yeah, of course. I think they're tied up, but...
Yeah, we'll put them on the list of potential. Pugs and Kelly, sure. We'll keep them over here for now. There you go. This is what we do now.
It's what we do now.
We got 5 golden tickets, and we gave 1 away.
Now there's 4. Am I right or wrong?
4 to go.
Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
After you give another one away, there's going to be 3. Shall I keep going? Maybe we should get down to 1.
All you guys in commercial radio that just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed when we got fired. Oh, you had a lot to say, didn't you?
They certainly did.
All you brave fuckos. Waiting for Anthony and I to be silenced, then you had a lot to say, didn't you?
They're gonna be blackballed.
Oh, Opie and Anthony, they'll never work again.
Jimmy makes the face when Opie does it.
Their radio careers are pretty much over unless they want to start in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Well, fuckos.
That's right. Tom Likas, are you insane?
Oh, God, get your
He's
pen.
at the top of the list of
Come on.
fuckos.
Do you have a list of guys who talk like that?
Tom
Come
Likas
on. Blech.
is on the list of fuckos.
Merry Christmas to my ex-wife. I'm going to throw her in the fireplace. One of the greatest stories ever. There was some rumor. Rumor had it, but it was, it was backed up by a few people. But they called up and said that during one Christmas party, he got in a fight with his wife. Yeah, it was backed up with a police report.
And a police report and headlines in the Boston paper.
Yeah.
We read the news story.
Yep. He had a fight with his wife at a Christmas party, and when they got home, the fight continued, and he threw her into a fireplace.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, and so is this whore I married.
Come on.
By the way,
I thought she was a Yule log.
By the way, guys. Well, yeah. You know what? If you work in O-Town, you're on the list of fuckos.
Anyone in O-Town, you will not be receiving a golden ticket
from your pals Opie and Anthony.
Perhaps a golden shower from your Mo friends. Mm-hmm. Awful humans in tough old O-Town.
The regular guys in Jersey that have been pretty much doing our show since we got fired, you're on the list of fuckos.
Tell them, Fred.
The regular guys.
Regular
They're
guys.
just regular guys.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I like them a lot at let's see, what time do I enjoy them? 18 after and 33 and 48. I like to listen to Jeff McKay do traffic, who also does it on 1010 Wins.
Ooh. All right.
You know Jeff McKay, don't you?
Of course.
That fucker does traffic like nobody's business. I'm not gay or anything, but I want to hold Jeff McKay while he does traffic.
Oh, you just want to hold him?
He's so good at it.
Rub his head?
Yeah, his chest. Put some Vicks vapor up on his chest so he can breathe okay.
Do we have a drum roll? We have given out our first golden ticket.
Our first golden ticket.
The first show we're saving from commercial radio hell.
Here to our studios.
Somebody out there call the presses. We want to have a press conference and announce that we're saving 5 of these shows from lousy commercial radio.
Yeah.
And that we have a list of fuckos.
Yeah, we got one person on the golden ticket list. One show on the golden ticket list, and fuckos.
Tell the media, this is what we do. We have 5 golden tickets. And I think we're going to save 1 golden ticket for our fine listeners.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we're going to give them a show. We haven't figured it out yet, but I think we're going to give them a show.
Where?
Just on the weekend. Give them an hour or 2.
Well, you're saying
they send stuff in, and then we then we put it together and intro it and stuff. Yeah, I'm dead serious.
And play it. They're not sitting in here. God forbid.
It could be a lot of the stuff that they've already sent into the show, but we focus on a nice hour or 2 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Giving them full credit, the whole deal. All right. Hit that drum roll.
Jesus. You lose your sticks? Took a while. Wow. That's a drum roll. What am a drum roll?
Why is the grease man still standing? Sit down, fucko.
Let me see. Cheap mortgage. Ooh, RE, your email. Perhaps this is the golden ticket. Let me click on this. Hot Teen Sex. No, that's not it. And I don't remember sending an email to her. I think I've been bamboozled. Bone dry. Ooh, a friendly note from Bridget Jennings. Let me click. Dear subscriber, want more sleep? New items each day. That's not a golden ticket. RE account number.
Here's one for you.
Perhaps this is the golden ticket. Let me... Horny housewives in your area. Mature, beautiful, and sexy MILFs. Where's my ticket, boys?
All right. We got some audio here. Listen to this.
Part of the release thing is that we can't tell you where we're going, but from what I understand, it is the worst kept secret in radio.
That's what I keep hearing over and over again.
Yeah.
Who are those guys? Aren't they on the fucko list?
I'll say. This is the audio of the first show we're saving from commercial radio.
Right.
Yeah, I know the one guy sounds a little gay. You'll get used to it, though.
Oh.
You don't mean
talk
this show,
about
do you?
Ronnie like that?
This is the audio of Ron Fez, and pretty much the last few things they said on their commercial radio show.
Yep.
They will be joining us on XM Satellite Radio.
Absolutely.
Is it amazing they couldn't say where they were going?
Well, that's what I want to get at here.
That's the fear also.
They were allowed to say they were leaving the last 15 minutes of their show.
They couldn't say before that.
They couldn't say before that. But the last 15 minutes of their show, this is the company we used to work for. Ugh. And last 15 minutes they were allowed to say they're leaving so they could say goodbye to everyone, but they couldn't tell them where they were going.
No.
So this is what they kind of said.
Part of the release thing is that we can't tell you where we're going, but from what I understand, it is the worst kept secret in radio.
That's what I keep hearing over and over again.
Yeah.
So that's how they had to do their announcement.
Yeah.
They couldn't say they were going to XM Satellite Radio,
No.
Ron and Fez.
They're leaving.
And then they did this.
We can't play our I Shall Be Released anymore. All right, we'll try to find a new song, Fez, as an ending song. So we'll start it off this way.
Satellites gone up to the sky, putting the band back together.
So they played that as a little hint,
Nice.
a little hint of where they were going.
But let me ask you, if satellite is such a non-threat, why would commercial radio care that they're leaving to go to some obscure, awful place? Why would that bother them unless they see this as obviously a real viable threat to their interests? I don't get it.
Yeah, exactly. They do know it is a threat.
And we were announcing for a long time that we were going to try to get the band back together. And Ron and Fez are dear friends of ours.
Yep.
We had a really good time when we were doing commercial radio at WNEW. A very, very talented bunch of guys.
Right.
And they do a different show than we do, which is kind of cool too. And then I guess this was their final words on their commercial radio show.
All right, so take care, everybody. We'll see you again. Thank you to everybody at WJFK.
God bless you all. Thank you very, very much.
And just one more thing, and this time it's a shoot. It's real. You better believe it.
Your mom's box!
Your
That's
mom's
right.
box.
Your mom's box.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, well, they fucked it up because your final words on the radio should be your mom's box.
Your mom's box.
We started that tradition many years ago when one of our guys, Psycho Mark.
That was Psycho Mark.
Psycho Mark was getting fired because he allowed a couple to have anal sex on the boss's couch.
With one of the bosses watching, telling him not to do it, telling him if he continued letting that couple have sex on the boss's couch, anal sex, that he would be fired.
On his fine Italian leather sofa.
And he continued doing it.
Jizz flying everywhere.
Oh, God.
As the boss looked on.
Looked through the locked glass door in horror, powerless to do anything, looking through at the couple having anal sex.
Not even regular sex.
With Psycho Mark just cackling.
So
if you think Ben cackles, Psycho Mark taught him how to cackle.
Right.
That guy.
The best part, the lawyers had to fire Psycho Mark, and this was part of our Sex for Sam contest.
Yep.
And then eventually we would do another Sex for Sam contest, and Anthony and I would get fired and everyone else.
Yeah.
And it was funny through that whole process, the lawyers trying to claim that they never approved the contest. And I had to point out to them when we had one of those big meetings, after the fact.
Yeah.
I'm like, weren't it you guys that kind of fired Psycho Mark for being part of the Sex for Sam contest?
Yeah.
You idiots.
There was a point value for the boss's office.
Right.
And Psycho Mark was going for the quick points right there in the building.
Mm-hmm.
He took his couple in there, and they had anal on the boss's couch.
That's right.
And we knew he was fired. He was getting fired. had him come in and asked what he wants his last words on the air to be. And he just blurted out, "Your mom's box."
It was kind of sad because we were broadcasting live from the Sam Adams Brewery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was by phone, right?
Yeah. So he was on phone, and it was his last words. It was almost like, I don't know, like he was stuck on the top of Mount Everest, but he happened to have a cell phone.
But you knew he just wasn't going to make it.
I read this in a book, by the way. This is not original.
A book?
And the guy, like, he knew he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
So he was able to call down, and actually they patched him into his wife back in the States, I guess.
Yeah.
And he actually got to say goodbye to his wife, knowing that he was just going to freeze to death on the top of Mount Everest.
You think she nagged him a little bit on that call? Well, what am I supposed to do now?
What was that? I think that was the book Into Thin Air.
Yeah,
like
the guy who was stuck on Everest.
What an
depressing.
amazing book. And he had to, like, talk to his wife knowing that he was going to die. And I kind of remember when Psycho Mark was doing that, I felt like he was just out there helpless because we were nowhere as near him at that point. And we asked him what's your final words, and he said, "Your mom's box."
Your mom's box.
And we've been doing that ever since.
And a Sherpa actually got to that guy, but just couldn't get him to come down. He was too frozen and screwed up.
Really? He was still kicking?
Yeah, he was alive, and I think that's who brought him the phone, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Talk radio personalities Ron and Fez to join XM Satellite Radio. Here's the press release from the gang in Washington. XM Satellite Radio, the nation's leading satellite radio service with more than 4.4 million subscribers, today announced that Washington, D.C. talk radio personalities Ron and Fez will bring their popular daily radio show and irreverent humor to XM Satellite Radio. Here's the details, because I didn't really have them in front of me. Beginning September 12th, Ron and Fez will broadcast weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time, exclusively on High Voltage, with encores airing from 7 to 10. No, that's not right. 7 to 10. No, that's not. Oh, my God.
That's the problem.
I just want to work with people that could get the facts right. That's not right.
Well, then we'll figure it out.
That's not right, because 7 to 10 would make it 4 to 7 on the East Coast. See, that's not right. Oh, these idiots. These idiots. This is exactly not what we discussed.
I circled that. I was like, oh.
Yeah. That's. This is not right. Unless you guys.
This isn't right. We know when they're going to have replays.
Did I do it right? Wait, or is it right? 7 to 10, 4. No, see, because they want us an afternoon drive on the East Coast and the West Coast, so that's not right, right?
I don't know.
It says with encores airing from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time and 2 to 5 a.m. Eastern Time, right?
They screwed up one of the encores in the press release.
Because 7 to 10 Eastern Time would mean 4 to 7 on the West Coast.
Right.
Which goes against exactly what they told us was going to happen. So that's got to be wrong.
They get things wrong.
Prior to the start of their new XM show, Ron and Fez will join longtime friends and XM talk personalities Opie and Anthony on their show Tuesday, August 9th from 7 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, we're going to do what's called an Afro show with the boys.
Right.
It should come as no surprise that Ron and Fez are making the jump to XM, where they will have the opportunity to create the kind of radio that has made them popular with their longtime fans and expand their fan base to millions of XM listeners, said Executive Vice President of Programming for XM, Eric Logan. Ron and Fez are two of the funniest guys on the radio, and XM's High Voltage is a perfect place for them to do what they do best. The duo, Ron Bennington and Fez Whatley, have built a dedicated following since their start in Florida during the mid-'90s, including successful runs in New York and Washington, D.C. markets.
That's right.
But I don't think that replay is right.
We'll talk to Elo later.
All right.
Elo.
E-hole.
The master. E-hole. It's not E-hole.
So there you have it, boys and girls. The first golden ticket has been handed out. Congratulations to Ron and Fez as they join the wonderful world of satellite radio. And the rest of you fuckos, good luck to you.
Good luck.
Radio.
Have fun.
You're not on the other list of potentials. Scott Farrell, yes, he's on the potential list. All right. we should take our first break and then get into Anthony's weekend in Atlantic City.
Oh, my weekend with friends that decided to drop in. Jesus Christ.
And also, we'll talk about Jim Norton's weekend, too. I got his voicemail that he left for me.
My procedure.
Your procedure. And, we'll announce the winner of the Assault on the Media contest for the month of July. And then we'll kick up the contest for August, okay?
And we'll continue to roast in here.
Are you warm?
It's pretty warm in here today.
I'm actually comfy.
You are? What about you, Ope?
I'm really hot.
Yeah.
I'll say.
And E-Rock is, like, sweating over there. He just doesn't even acknowledge.
He doesn't sweat.
That's not sweat. That's just some of the mayonnaise trying to leave his body.
The glaze of mayo on him.
It's not from the heat. It's that he's going to hit the wrong button and Ope's going to give him a good scolding.
E-Rock.
E-Rock. All right. We'll step aside. We'll continue.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the Oiday virus.
All right, we're going to lose Bill Burr soon, so let's get back into this. We got one more here from Peter from Inplains.
Hey, what's up? It's Phil Burr, Opie Anthony show. You know that because you're listening to this shit. I'm with the bass player from Inplains, Peter Iwers. Hey, how was your set today, man?
It's going to be fine. We haven't played yet. But
you haven't played yet? All right, we need to start that again so I don't look like I'm...
There you go.
No, fuck it. Just keep going, man. I'm like a retarded... I got no reference there. So how do you think your set's going to go tonight? You looking forward? You on the main stage?
Yeah.
You over there?
I think it's going to go great. I mean, it's we always put in 150%, and you know, it's a bit different playing from for a sitting down crowd, but still it's going to be great. So far, all the shows have been amazing, so I'm pretty sure today will be as well.
So you guys are like your vibe? You come more mellow, melodic? Is that like how you guys are?
I think we're metal. It's, you know, it's hard to categorize us into one thing, basically. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you're not like Iron Maiden meets, you know, like they pitch movies and stuff. You like Iron Maiden meets.
I guess we could say that, but it wouldn't be unfair probably to just categorize it into one. You know, I don't like that. We're metal band.
All right, that's cool, man. That's cool. How long you guys been playing?
A long time now, since I think it's like 12 years something. The band's been
like 12 years. Out of everybody in the band, if you had to kill someone, who would you kill?
Myself.
You'd kill yourself? The road's starting to get to you?
No, but I mean, it wouldn't be fair to the others otherwise. Choose one.
Oh, God.
That just no one would go with it.
No one wants to commit.
Wouldn't be fair to the others.
Wouldn't be fair to the others otherwise. Choose one.
I like this guy. This guy, I can tell you're like the peacekeeper in the band, right? You're like the mellow one. Listen, man, we're also doing, this is kind of a side thing. We're kind of doing this this benefit. Somebody beat up a special needs kid in, like, Newark. And so we just want you to just say, you know, just give a shout out to the kids so they know not to beat up somebody with, like, you know, special needs, you know? So just, you know, just say, like, you know, hey, guys, you know, it's not cool to beat up with somebody just because they're different or whatever, you know? Just, you know, just like a quick kind of like a soundbite. And it's kind of weird, but throw a couple of, you know, fucks in there just because our fans are kind of retarded, you know what I mean? So you need to, like,
then he says
like rock and roll, you know? So just wing it.
Hey, guys, this is Peter from Inplains. You should treat everybody equally and don't beat anybody up or do something bad to them just because they're different. Everybody's the same.
Okay, that's totally the perfect vibe. Just throw in special needs and throw in, like, 1 or 2 fucks. The F word. Yeah, it's kind of, like I said, they're retarded.
Same thing again, or what?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Peter from Flames. Treat everybody the same way. Even people who have special needs and everything like that. Don't fucking go and do any bullshit and start beating people up because they're different. Treat everybody the same, dude.
That's beautiful. And the kid's name is Russell. Just give him a shout out. Same thing, a couple of fucks. He's a big metal fan, so it'd mean a lot to him. That's the kid who got beat up, Russell, from Newark.
Hey, Russell, how the fuck you doing? Sorry you can't be in today, and just take care of yourself, man. See you soon.
All right, dude, that's beautiful, man. Thank you so much, and good luck tonight.
That's beautiful. Holy shit. You are insane. I love how in the same breath.
I wish you could have seen the looks on their face as they're trying to, like, wrap their fucking head around the concept.
I don't doubt it. I love how in the same breath you're saying this poor special needs kid, yeah, our listeners are fucking retarded. They use this archaic term like retarded.
Oh, wow, Bill, that's great.
Yeah, that was great. Just add special needs and throw a fuck in there.
A couple of fucks
and they just do it.
Say hi to Russell.
Opie and Anthony. The virus is spreading.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm so tired of waiting for us to wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm so sick of waiting for us to make a move. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to make a move. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
4 golden tickets remain. Who will we invite to satellite radio next? By the way, Anthony, just a question. We got the list of fuckos.
Yeah.
Is there anything that these fuckos could do to get off the fucko list?
No fucking way. It's impossible to get off the fucko list.
Once
What
you
are the
get on
likes
our-
of a Don and Mike going to do to get off the fucko list? Stop.
Once you get on our fucko list, it's over, Johnny, right?
What is Phillips over there? What could he do? What could Grease do? Stop it. Once you make that list, it's over, Johnny. You're going to just sit there on broadcast radio. A puppet.
Those guys are finished in the business. Shut up. Look what we do now. You know, when they get fired from satellite radio, then they'll truly be done. All right, we get it.
I wish
Like we don't
this
know?
was television. Jimmy just looks at you and makes the face.
He's encouraging me.
What are you doing?
That's right. Look what happened. We got power back.
Golden ticket. Come to the palace.
When will we give out the next golden ticket?
Oh.
Stay tuned.
First we have to find someone worthy enough.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That really is.
No, Rockhole, you don't get a golden ticket.
Guys, come on. Take me on board. What about the old days? For old time's sake.
Sorry, fatso. Can't do it.
Keep bouncing.
Although there would be food here every day.
That's true. I'm thinking.
I don't know.
I'm thinking. Oh.
Who are you putting?
I'm not telling you.
You got to tell me. I'm part of this whole protocol.
This one we can't announce because we are trying to get him. We just got to try to get him out of his contract.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay.
We're trying
Absolutely.
to get him out.
Uh-oh.
That's Jimmy.
There's just a picture in the paper from Wedding Crashers of Owen Wilson with some balloons tied around his head. This guy, what is he going to do next?
What? Why do you have a problem with Owen Wilson? He's a very funny guy.
I know. No, he's a hoot.
Dude, Wedding Crashers is all the talk.
I know.
Wherever I go, that's all I hear. Did you see Wedding Crashers yet? I honestly have not seen Wedding Crashers yet. But it's one of those movies, I haven't heard a buzz like this in a long time, where people will come up to you like, have you seen this movie yet? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's that whole, something about Mary buzz. Remember the buzz that movie had?
Yeah.
It's got that same type of buzz.
That picture's funny.
Wedding Crashers #1 movie over the weekend.
Yeah.
Beating out Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh.
By the way, they renamed that movie because Willy Wonka is some kind of slur. I found out.
Please
Wanker?
tell me.
What?
Willy Wonka. Maybe we could...
Are you kidding?
I was reading an email or an instant feedback from one of our fine listeners that helps us out on a daily basis, and they basically said Willy Wonka is some kind of, like a Vietnamese slur or something.
Stop.
I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Somebody will get to the bottom of that for me, and that's why Hollywood decided, well, we better not call the new movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. We better just go with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Either that or it's just easier to say. It's
No,
faster.
No, it has something to do with Willy Wonka, I'm telling you. It has something to do with that. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, second place over the weekend. Then Sky High, a movie I don't know what that's about. As Stealth and Must Love Dogs. Ugh. Must Love Dogs.
Oh.
There you
Isn't
go.
that chick flick?
There you go. One for the fat housewives. So you could all get together. Go to Starbucks, then go to your little movie. Ugh. And dream about a life that you'll never have.
It's not on Snopes.
Huh?
That Willy Wonka thing isn't on Snopes.
I think Must Love Dogs is older woman falling for a younger guy.
Yeah. Stop it.
Yeah, because that happens very often in real life. Ugh. Go away.
Who's in that one? Diane Lane
and Cusack.
John Cusack.
John Cusack.
Yeah, I want to go see that.
Huh?
Yeah, I want to go see that.
All right, anyway. We can't find the Willy Wonka shit? Somebody on Instant Feedback will have it in a second.
I think they were fibbing.
Huh?
I think they were fibbing.
Well, I don't know. Isn't it Charlie also... Isn't Charlie also slang for Vietnamese?
Oh, well.
Wow, great one.
Charlie. They called it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because it was the title of the book, and they say this one is closer to the book than the first movie.
I honestly think that's what it is. I don't think there's any...
All right, well, I just thought I'd bring it to everyone's attention, and then we could discuss and see, if there's something to it.
But I just...
All right. How was your weekend?
Oh, my goodness. What a weekend I had.
Really?
I went down to Atlantic City.
Really? Tell us about it, Anthony.
Okay, Opie. I will tell you, Jimmy, and the listeners out there.
I will make believe that I did not hear this ahead of time.
Well, I was going down there. Went down to the Borgata.
Last we left you,
I like
you had
the
9
Borgata.
G's in your pocket.
I had 9 large, Ope. 9 large. Went down there, and for those of you keeping tabs, I started out with 4,000 when I went down the first time. Built it up to 10, and I took 9 with me down there, and lost $2,500 over the weekend. Yeah. It wasn't one of those big winning weekends.
Did you have Gene Wilder waiting at the front door to say, "You lose,
You
sir"?
lose, sir.
Do you have that in your
You
thing
get
yet?
nothing. I don't think I do.
Oh.
I do? They're pointing at me in the booth going, "You do." Yeah, it happens. I was playing a lot of the 3-card poker, but I played Hold'em, too. Sat down to the Hold'em table for about 5 hours. Had a lot of fun there. There's some clowns playing. But none of that matters, Opie. What really matters is good company. Isn't that what really matters?
Sure is.
I heard you got recognized like crazy down there first.
A lot of fans were down there.
A lot of fans coming up with the Penthouse interview
Penthouse
that we did. I
or
guess that
a
is now
napkin
on,
or a WOW sticker.
I guess that's now on newsstands.
Yeah.
If you want to spend $9 on Penthouse, I had no idea the magazines were going for that much
It's
nowadays.
$9?
I believe it's $9 for Penthouse.
Oh, boy. How the hell do they even justify that?
But we have a really good article in there. Very good interview. It's like 5 or 6 pages, a lot of pictures, blah, blah, blah.
That was cool. I was at the Hold'em table, and a fan comes up with the Penthouse and asks for an autograph, so I get up from the table and sign it, and then everybody was all scared because they thought I was a poker player that they didn't know. Because who the hell am I? They didn't know. They're a bunch of old crotchety guys sitting around a table. And it's not so much about the gambling or the drinks, hanging out, watching my brother's band. It's about good company, joining people and hanging out and just having a good time. You know who was down there for the whole weekend that I was down there?
Your mom and Sal.
Well, they came down, sure.
Tom Jones, because he was performing.
My brother.
Brother Joe and his Not You Too band.
Dawn and her boyfriend Patrick. I say it like that. I got to recognize him as a person.
Ugh.
Patrick.
Jesus. From cringehumor.net?
No. Oh. He was down there. And, good company. I forgot also. Because I didn't see much of them. Everyone's busy, running around, doing their things. You're in Atlantic City. You're having fun. I didn't really see my loved ones very much. You know who I did see? Just about the whole time I was there. Paul. Inappropriate, horrific to have to be around in company. Paul. You know Paul, the guy that hawks Jimmy's wares. Doesn't he? What does he do for you, Jimmy? What does Paul do for you?
Paul and his wife, whenever you do order off the site for merchandise, for some of that hot merchandise,
yes,
Paul and his wife are in charge of shipping it. They do
Shipping
a
it.
good job, yeah.
They do a bang-up job.
Yes, very few complaints.
Well, let me tell you something, my friend.
And Paul's wife loves the black cock.
Right.
Yes, she does.
We found out she likes that.
By the
Goes
way,
into bathrooms and gets assaulted.
I've made a conscious decision to be very dirty today.
Ooh.
If you haven't noticed.
It's working.
It's hot.
It's working.
I wish I kept track of all the curses.
Now, Paul's also called No Filter Paul.
Right.
Because he has no... Most people have a filter in their head that if you're in certain company, you don't say certain jokes that you would normally tell in other company. You don't blurt things out. You keep your voice down when you're saying things that might be inappropriate in certain company. He doesn't have that filter at all. I think he thinks he's being quiet or subdued or coy.
Well, I remember the time we went to a sushi restaurant, and that's when I realized this guy truly doesn't have a filter.
No.
Telling black jokes and stuff loud as day with black people in the restaurant. I'm like, I am not seeing this, am I?
Care. He doesn't care. The first thing that happens is we sit down at the table. He comes over, and him and his wife sit down at the 3-card poker table. Now, I'm noticing our dealer there is a little, what they call, flamboyant. He has a certain zest for living.
He loves dealing queens.
Right. There you go. He just kind of had a Nathan Lane look to him, and yeah, he was probably a gay gentleman. And that's fine. You look, you know, everyone at the table knows it's no secret, but Paul just has to blurt shit out like everyone's making jokes, and at one point he goes, "What? I got my hands full at this table." And Paul, thinking he's being quiet, leans over and goes, "Yeah, a handful, a couple of cocks, eh?"
That's him.
And you're like,
that's him.
The guy hears it. Everyone at the table just kind of goes, well, doesn't want to look at anybody else because they're just embarrassed. He's making racist analogies to the cards. Like, oh, a couple of cards like that come out. It's like, you know, you want to have people come over to work for you and a couple of fucking Mexicans show up. Like, what? Oh, my God. Stop with the Mexican. Just throwing the word nigger out in mixed company for everyone to hear. And you just hear, like, you hear people under their breath when he says it. You know, oh, I'd rather have nigger than those fucking cards, eh? You hear people go, oh, God, oh, no. Oh, like, oh, jeez. Oh. They're horrified. And I'm sitting there next to him. He doesn't stop. It's the entire time. Just embarrassed. What is he thinking? And he's always on. He can't stop it.
He doesn't shut
He
the
can't
fuck up.
shut it off. He's constantly blurting out inappropriate stuff.
Did you have to go into the high roller area to rid yourself of him? You have to go to tables that he can't afford?
He just showed up there. He'd have mortgaged something, sold his wife. Oh, and then he's making like inside jokes about his wife. Because we all know, everyone that listens to the show, we heard her tell the story of going into a bathroom. There was a celebrity from a soap opera in England. He was black. Came in and kind of pinned her against the wall. Instead of screaming rape, she went to her knees and started sucking his dick.
As any good girl will do.
This black guy. That's her story.
And secretly enjoyed it. Well, not
Right.
too secretly.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, this is misery. Oh, there's no secret. She enjoyed it.
Right.
So, you know, anybody who innocently blurted out something like, oh, come on, I need a spade. That was his opening. You know, spade, you want a spade? Ask my fucking wife. She get in the bathroom and fucking nigger suck his cock. Is it? Like, oh, my. Oh, and people just looking at her with pity. Like, and why are you with this guy? And I was horrified. Just horrified. And he wouldn't stop.
That's hilarious.
Oh, he smells like he has a filthy sock tied around his cock.
Paul.
Fucking animal you are, Paul.
There he is.
Paul.
You guys suck.
Paul,
We suck.
You annoyed Anthony big time.
Paul, you have no, you just have no filter.
Wow.
Did you realize that everybody at the table was just horrified at what you were saying?
Yeah, I had a handful of spades. I thought I was playing Grand Theft Auto. Jesus.
He just does. This is what he does. He just blurts this shit out.
Well, was he sitting, like, around you or right next to you?
Like, right next to me, yeah.
It's hilarious because Anthony was saying the same shit back, but quieter. And he was playing good cop. He got caught out so bad one time.
I was like trying to keep the humor in it.
Yeah.
Somehow, like, salvage my position there. And he said something about having kids, and I might have said something about, but there's an Amber Alert out for him. And the woman goes, oh, you're not much better than he is, are you? And I went, oh, jeez. I had to blurt that one out. Damn it. He is just, Paul, you don't know when you're being loud or quiet. Like, obviously, you could kind of lean over and just go, yeah. You just say something about the guy being a poof or something, but you just blurt it out.
Oh, my God.
It's embarrassing.
You have the subtlety of a Dominican drug gang.
What were you doing down there, by the way?
Your girlfriend invited me and my wife to meet you. Huh.
Really?
Oh, you didn't know that? Play it off like, oh, I don't know this guy.
Yeah, wait, who sent the email?
She did, I swear to God.
Yeah, sure. The story I get is they want to invite us to dinner, and what do you want to do? I'm like, I ain't fucking sitting at dinner. No way I'm sitting at dinner. I go, if they want to join us at the card tables, that's fine.
Well, when we were at Jim Norton's HBO taping down there, the other show. Sorry, I always get them confused. The Atlantic City show.
Right.
And then we went to some kind of VIP room at a club.
Right.
And we're all hanging out, celebrating, the great show that Jimmy, put on. Paul's sitting there waiting. He wanted me to go downstairs and gamble with him and his wife.
Yeah.
Right, Paul?
Yeah.
And you hung out for a really long time waiting for me to leave.
Well.
And then I finally didn't leave, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you said, can I have your phone number so we can hang out sometime, right?
Uh-huh. And those would be the text messages you never answer, ever. No wonder you haven't got any friends.
He never called you back?
No, never. No text back, no okay. No go fuck yourself.
How many times did you text me?
I just gave up.
How many times did you text me?
Just a couple.
He doesn't get back to me sometimes if I text him, so it's not a big deal.
How many times have you called that phone number?
I've never called it, actually.
Oh, okay, because it's not my number.
Yeah, probably.
Did you give him the wrong number? Oh, jeez. What was it, off by like a 1 or 2?
Oh, no, it was...
Yeah, it was just blatantly wrong, not even close wrong?
Because I didn't you were awful. I was thinking of having it off by 1, so I would have some kind of excuse, like, oh, no, dude, you wrote it down wrong.
Yeah, you wrote it down wrong, dude. That's not it.
It's not even the right area code, Paul.
It's been calling Alaska.
Right. Yeah, really? So you don't mind if I read it out on the air then, huh?
No, I don't really care. All right. So
yeah, you gotta rein it in a little bit, Paul.
We were better the last day. We calmed down because you were just depressed.
Why was Anthony depressed?
He spent less money the last 2 days. He was there.
I was losing like crazy.
If
my
car
girlfriend
gotcha?
wasn't able to win,
Yeah.
she was winning. I was losing miserably. I had to keep reaching in, pulling out cash. Again, I was getting the worst hands. I was in the shit seat.
Yeah.
The one that it was awful. To the point where I got up when someone left and moved to the seat next to mine, which is ridiculous to do. And a guy sits down in my shit seat and just proceeds to get the shit cards that I was getting.
You lost $1,000 in like a minute.
Yeah, he's putting hundreds up, and we're laughing because we know how bad that seat was, how cold it was. And he's putting hundreds up and just losing miserably. Yeah, I didn't have a good winning weekend.
And then every hour, they'd have like a temporary dealer come in, and we had this woman that just like Pocahontas, and she'd just deal us out of shit the whole table. And we're like, we'll be back in 20 minutes.
And Paul's just making like people losing hundreds, and Paul's goofing on them. You don't want to be goofed on if you're losing hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, this one
playing
guy
cards.
was happy when I'm said, oh, well, there goes your college fund.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy has hundreds up there. He's making bets, hundreds of dollars, and he loses. And Paul goes, there goes your college fund. People don't want to hear that. You're a pest.
Paul, have you ever gotten punched for the things you say?
Oh, good question.
People think I'm so crazy, they think there's something wrong.
They're
They
right.
think no one in their right mind would be saying stuff like this if they couldn't back it up with a gun or something. Yeah.
Well, you know what you guys missed is when we were at Joe's band show, the people would come up and go to Anthony, hey, how you doing, all that. And then all of a sudden they'd be like, holy shit, you're the dude that fucked the cripple. Like
yeah,
100
he was a
decibels.
huge star, by the way.
Right, the guy that had his penthouse sign, the guy John and his wife Linda.
Yeah.
You ever seen people turn around and he's got like some porn page open, a penthouse. Yeah, sign this.
He's a big star, though.
These guys bought us like 100 drinks. We totally forgot which hotel we were staying in. Didn't get back till 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, he drinks like a motherfucker, too.
Didn't have a choice. I was drinking Diet Pepsi the whole night.
Where'd you stay?
In the Borgata.
Okay.
Fucking $500 room. Jesus Christ.
Is that how much they go for?
$500 it cost me. I know you don't ever pay
You
for
don't
a
get
room.
comped?
No, I never pay.
And didn't even get comped.
You don't get comped?
No.
I didn't pay because I was working there. I don't. If I went down there when I wasn't working, I doubt they'd comp it. I mean, they just,
We're running a business here.
Yeah.
We're running a business.
Jesus.
All right there, Paul. Thank you very much, and maybe we'll invite you down to Disney with us in October.
Yeah.
Be a fun place. There, you fucking mouse. Look at him. He's half spayed himself.
Hey, look, it's Fag Day at Disney.
That'll be Anthony dressed up as Mickey Mouse. He gets really into it. Fuck. Okay.
All right,
All right,
you,
Paul.
All right,
Hey,
guys,
Paul,
have a-
if Bob Kelly wanted you to do his merchandise, would you do it?
No, I hung up by accident there.
I think I have a question.
That's some business.
Now Anthony is not going to announce his weekend plans in advance. That sucks.
That's it.
Steve in Kansas, what's up?
Hey, I was wondering, first of all, happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hey.
Hey,
thank you.
When you get rid of all these golden tickets, are we going to lose all the replays?
No, not at all, sir. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, I just, I usually catch you in the evening.
No, here's the deal. I mean, maybe we'll lose a bunch of stuff on the weekends, but no, you'll have plenty of opportunities to get the Opie and Anthony show. Plenty of opportunities. Okay. I'm not happy with the press release from Washington because it seems like they got some things wrong. We're trying to get to the bottom of that because I was told that Anthony and I would still be heard morning drive on the East Coast and afternoon drive on the East Coast and West Coast.
Ah.
So, and then the rest is fair game, whatever.
Okay.
To get other people
every
involved.
show, these other guys.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, you love Ron and Fez, man. They do a great show.
Yeah, we love those guys. Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Mike, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
I saw Murder Ball over the weekend. It was unbelievable. I got to thank you for mentioning it.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh, it was fantastic. Can I ask you another question while I'm on the air, though?
Yeah.
How come when you talk about the message boards, you never talk about posttours.net?
I actually don't know if I've ever posted there, to be honest with you.
Well,
You got to realize, when you talk about message boards, sometimes they feel left out. You're not thinking. You're just talking. And Whackbag is the most common one because everybody calls up and says so-and-so from Whackbag. And cringe humor, I think of, and opieanthony.com or .net. I don't even know which one it is.
opieanthony.net.
So normally, posttours.com, I don't think I've ever posted on.
Whackbag is marketed like Coke, Pepsi, things
Right.
like that. They're very good at promotion. And what was the one you had, sir?
Posttours.net.
Yeah, you're marketed like the Opie and Anthony show. None.
Mike, you know what? I got to call you out on something. You didn't really care. You didn't call about Murder Ball. You know that, right?
No, I absolutely did, to be honest with you.
That was your way of getting in so you could bring up... You could have just...
Opie, I saw the movie over the weekend.
All right, but
and
you
I
could have
loved
just said, you're calling about postwars.net. We would discuss it. We don't have an allegiance to any of these sites. I mean, they make a big deal about it on their individual sites. I'm happy that they're all involved.
Yep.
But it just turns out that a lot of the stuff that we end up using on our show and stuff seems to be coming from Whackbag, so they get a lot of mentions. That's all.
Well, we just feel like sometimes you leave us out. We weren't sure if there was a reason for it.
Are you guys linked on opieandanthony.com?
Yeah, all the way
All right,
on the
there you
bottom.
go.
No one's ever sat down and said, all right, don't mention this message. Never. It's never come up.
Conscious decisions
Cool.
being
no,
made.
We just
But
wanted
isn't there
you
WoW
guys to
fan-
know that we love you guys and we support the show also.
Isn't there wowfans.com? There's a lot of, there's so many message boards. It's like you get lost. Like I post something on Whackbag sometimes. I think it's the biggest as far as members are concerned. Maybe opieanthony.net is, I don't even know.
opieanthony.net is right up there too.
So you'll post something, I'll go, can somebody just paste this on the other board? Because I have a password for one, I forget that. I don't have fucking passwords for every board, so
Yeah.
it's like you want all the boards to get it.
It's cool. Opie,
Yeah.
do you know why they fired the coach from Canada?
Oh, I don't know.
They said it at the end of the movie and they never explained it, and I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, well, I'm going to hang up.
I'm
Thanks
sure
for taking my
I'm sure
call.
that'll be discussed on a message board or something about the movie Murder Ball. I loved Murder Ball. I
Oh,
really
it's
did.
fantastic.
All right,
Every level.
posthorrors.net. Don't forget churchofopie.org.
And don't forget cringehumor.net.
Yeah, they're all. I think they're all linked pretty much to opieandanthony.com.
All right, thanks. You guys suck.
And there's other message boards popping up on a weekly basis. Some make it, some don't.
That's how it works.
I got to plug one thing, too, for Cringe Humor, and I forgot about this until this guy just mentioned. I'm doing there's a Cringe Humor show, and this would help if I knew the date, because I'm a fucking idiot, but I'm doing this gig for them, and a bunch of comedians always do their shows for Cringe Humor at the Laugh Lounge. So just check cringehumor.net for that exact date.
The Laugh Lounge.
It's the worst named comedy club ever, but it's not a bad little room.
A lounge, you sit there, laugh.
Laugh. Big smiles, everyone.
Of course.
Smiles. So check cringehumor.net.
All right. Can we take a quick break? I got to take another leak.
What do you need?
Certainly.
I've been drinking a lot of water today.
Ooh.
So I could curse more.
I love the whack bag people now.
What?
This guy is a fucking pussy. Shut the fuck up. That's from Cockbuster Video from Whackbag. And then Anthony from Brooklyn on Whackbag. Wow, this crying bitch. My website. Wow. They're hysterical.
Hey, did Dugout Doug come on the air? Because I left a little early last week.
No, he was in on Friday.
What an animal that guy is. He's like a fucking linebacker.
I'm kind of bummed we didn't get him on the air. He's done a lot of great stuff for the show. I gave him an assignment, by the way. A top secret assignment. Ooh. Dugout Doug is working on a top secret assignment for the Opie Anthony show.
Ooh. Does it involve that big upper body of his? Those strapping shoulders?
If he can pull it off, it will be really, really good and probably really funny. But it's top secret at this time.
Thursday, August 11th is the Cringe Humor Show, by the way. Thank you, Hawk. Fucking Hawk is good. He asks for something, fucking 40 minutes later, this kid runs over with a rice paper. Thanks, bro.
Skating over on his... nothing.
You want to say something about Mayo leaking out of his...
I was going to try, yeah.
That's right. That's a tough one, because then you realize he has sneakers on. Snapple and Mayo, your dumps must be lovely. I bet he doesn't even have to push. Eric just probably pulls his pants down, and as he's sitting on the toilet, it's like Centipede. He doesn't even have to push. His whole day is spent holding shit in. Just unbuckle that belt, slide him down as the knees bend. It's got to be over the ball.
When the centipede hits that spot where it just goes straight down.
Yeah. Like a ropey evacuation. Smells like a murder scene.
All right.
Nice festering Mayo dump. Yuck.
All right, we're going to take a very quick break.
All right, take a leak.
When we get back, we'll announce the winner of the Assault on the Media contest.
That's who won?
Big winner.
For July. Also, the Aristocrats. Yes, we'll get into that. Jesus statue opens eye. What is that about?
What?
Yeah. It's a pretty trippy story over the weekend. And Jim Norton's voicemail that he left for me all drugged up. It's okay. And then Bob Brown from 2020 and Retarded Kid. The Retarded Kid tells a knock-knock joke to Bob Brown from 2020.
Oh, no.
It's a laugh riot.
Worth the price of admission.
There is nothing quite like a Cuban cigar. Right, Ramon? The rich texture, the full flavor, so relaxing. Oh, fiddlesticks. No ashtray. Ramon, open your mouth.
Hey, thanks for checking out the program today. We greatly appreciate it. Oh, we'll smash you guys every chance we get, but in the end, we appreciate that you're a fan of the show. It's the O&A virus spreading across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio. We gave out our first golden ticket, in case you're just listening, for the first time today. Ron and Fez will be joining 202 in the very near future, friends of ours. I think you guys are going to really, really enjoy their radio show. We have 4 more golden tickets to give away. We're going to save maybe 4 more shows from commercial radio, and the rest of them could just rock.
It's going to be hard to find 4 quality shows, that's for sure.
You know, because we're kind of lazy today, so maybe our fans could alert the media that we're going to save 4 other shows from commercial radio.
Alert the media.
Alert the media immediately. All right?
Mm-hmm.
What's Jim Norton Phenomenal? What is this?
Sent in by a listener.
What is listener contribution?
Hawk.
We might give a golden ticket out to the listeners in general, by the way.
That would be nice.
Someone made a parody song about Jim saying phenomenal all the time during one of his Ozfest interviews.
But did they,
What
should I say to that?
God damn.
Where's the spray?
You don't need it. It's good.
I need the Lysol. No, I do need it. It's not good.
It's a cute little thing I do. It's cute.
Give me.
I
Much
love
better.
the fact that we're professional broadcasters.
We just fart into the microphone
You're
constantly.
horrid. You are horrid.
Anthony, Tom Jones.
Yes, I also went to see Tom Jones.
To wrap
in
up your
City
Atlantic City weekend, yes.
this weekend. And I've never seen Tom Jones before. I always thought it was kind of a goof to go see him because I've heard a lot about his live performances. His voice is great. It's held up over the years and stuff. But he attracts a lot of these older women that I guess were Tom Jones fans and groupies way back when, because the guy's got to be in his 60s. And something that used to happen years ago was these hot chicks would come up and I guess throw their panties at him or a bra or something like that if they want to get Tom's attention. But it's turned into like a parody of that. And now when he sings like What's New Pussycat or She's a Lady, a line forms, an actual line down the aisle forms of these old hags, these old haggard grandmothers that walk up and throw their panties. They like bring panties, you know, with them to throw up on the stage with Tom Jones. So he's up there, oh, she's a lady, and this grandma who, you know, with arthritis tries to heave these panties, and they wind up, they're these big bloomers. They land on some guy's head who's just there trying to enjoy his fucking drink with his hag that's there, you know, drooling and creaming over Tom Jones. And he's... Yeah, there it is.
She's the kind of want and take to dinner.
Take my panties. Throwing, like, damp Depends at him.
She's got breast cancer.
Old lady, old lady.
Where?
Talking about
Tom Jones. I was just wearing the panties. Oh no. How did it happen?
They spin him around and throw him up on stage and then leave, and the next bag comes up and throws her panties. And then I noticed, like, a lot of these women now have children. Some of them aren't that old, but some of the women, I guess one maybe brought her granddaughter, because all I know, there was about an 8-year-old girl there, very close to the stage, dancing to Tom's songs. And Tom goes into, like, sex bomb. I don't think we have that. We do?
Have to.
No, I don't think sex bomb's on
You
there.
don't have sex bomb?
Yeah? Yeah.
We can file this under Eric R. for remixes.
So now, Tom, who, by the way, it looked like Tom had Ben and his hog in his pants. Just
Really?
a huge... It would... When he made a move the first time and his shirt kind of pulled away from his leg, you heard an audible gasp from the crowd. Down his left leg, it went halfway down his thigh, was a bulge that looked like a zucchini was down in his pants.
It's got to be padding.
Dude, whatever it was huge. Huge cock. To the point now, it's a complete distraction. You just found men, women, everyone was reveling in his huge cock.
His own mother.
So here's Sex Bomb, and he's gyrating, thrusting his hips, and grabbing that log in his pants. There's an 8-year-old girl dancing, and he's touching his huge cock and singing about Sex Bomb. Perhaps it's not appropriate to take your young child to a Tom Jones show. They're passing him notes. Passing Tom Jones notes as he's on stage. And you know they're probably trying to have sex with Tom Jones. And then the little girl passed him a note. I guess maybe the mother or grandmother was using her as a little thing, but it was the sickest, like, disturbing image.
How many panties were thrown on stage? What do you get?
Probably 20.
Jesus.
Probably 20 panties.
And they all just line up?
They line up, they stand in line, and heave their panties at Tom Jones. But it's a parody of what it used to be. I guess it used to be kind of, hot chick would run up. Before security could grab her, she'd throw her panties, and it would kind of...
And women, they're not going to waste their really good Victoria's Secret panties. They're going to throw their period panties on stage. Oh, you didn't know girls had period panties?
I
Jimmy?
did. I just didn't think they'd throw them up at a live performance.
I saw one pair of big white bloomers that were. It looked like someone was hang gliding onto the stage. Just a huge spinning mess of cloth. But that's what happens at the Tom Jones shows.
Boy.
Old ladies throwing their panties.
You do realize we're shock jocks, right?
Yes.
You shouldn't be going to Tom Jones.
No, dude, it was a pisser.
Concerts.
The guy is hysterical to watch.
How'd he sound?
He sounds amazing. Like, his voice is still there. The guy's 60-whatever years old. He's got that power.
Was it sold out, the show?
Yeah. Yep. What, 3 nights, I guess he did, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Anthony, we were talking about Buffalo Paul earlier, the assault on the media contest. There was a flurry of videos that came in just as the contest ended for July.
Flurry.
I don't want people to get confused. We're doing this every month.
Every month now a new one starts.
A new one starts today. But we got to crown a winner for the month of July. And Buffalo Paul did one over the weekend. It's pretty funny. He has like a chicken head hat on.
Uh-huh.
He's got his own video camera, so he's filming the whole thing as it's going down.
He's getting the assault point of view.
Yeah, so there's like tape of Paul filming the cameraman that's filming him for live TV behind the reporter. It's just a whole mess. He's got an Opie Anthony sign that's huge. And here's the audio that came off his camera after the live shot.
Opie Anthony on XM Radio.
What's wrong with you? The reporter just turning around after the shot going, "What's wrong with you, man?" Little insight, because you don't get to see that on TV usually, unless you're Arthur Chien. So the video's up on opieandanthony.com. It's a pretty good assault on the media by Buffalo Paul, trying real hard to win the contest.
Yeah.
It has to be annoying the media so badly that this is happening in all these different markets.
Dude, you see all the guys out on the couch? Those are all new. These are all new assaults on the media.
Ooh.
Not you? You?
Who are the 2 gentlemen there?
You?
He's assault on the media.
What about you? You?
You're confusing them.
Or you?
What is the big... there's a big guy here, and there's a little svelte man in a red hat. He does the media thing.
I'm hearing rumors that this guy's assault on the media on Philly was unbelievable. We haven't seen the video yet. What about you? You...
He's holding a sign. This guy has a sign. Or has something.
A sign for me? A present?
A present for you?
For me?
For me?
I hate presents. Can I hang it up somewhere?
Uh-oh.
All right, good.
Presents never good.
I like presents. I didn't get any yet today.
This is the new one? Is it good?
Why would you get a present, Jimmy?
Okay. You got to save that for now.
It's my birthday.
It's not your birthday.
It is, August 1st.
It's my birthday.
Thanks, Hawk.
All right, here we go. The assault on the media contest. Winners for July. I found out that there's prizes for first, second, and third place.
Who's in third place?
Well, let's start with the honorable mention.
I think you should start with third place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I see where you're going.
Yeah.
All right, third place. I got the audio. All these videos are up on opieandanthony.com and foundrymusic.com. Anthony, brand new listeners today. What is the assault on the media contest all about?
Stop. Brand new?
I swear to God, yes.
Every day.
Every day we're getting brand new listeners.
Well, the assault on the media is when, you know the live shots that the news people do? They get out there on the street, right there in the trenches where the stories happen. And there's a cameraman and a reporter with their microphone, and they go live, and you see the anchor man throws it to them. We're taking you now to the subway station, and they got the live reporter. What our assault on the media is our listeners jumping in behind the reporter, blurting out Opie and Anthony, holding up an Opie and Anthony XM radio sign, any way to get the name Opie and Anthony and the station 202 XM, anything like that in the frame, in the picture with the reporter. That's the assault on the media. We do it for 2 reasons. One, to promote the program, because it's free advertising on national television. And for the other reason we do it is because these reporters stink. They're phonies. It's all sensationalism and personality contests and bullshit. And we love anything we could do to disrupt them. You don't touch the reporter. You don't do anything that might harm the reporter. You just get behind them, make a racket, wear something ridiculous, hold up a sign, whatever it takes.
All right. So with that said, the Assault on the Media contest for July is over. In third place, they win a XM polo shirt.
Ooh. An XM polo shirt.
An XM polo shirt.
Wonderful.
As this contest moves forward, we'll get much better prizes.
Let's hope.
We had to start somewhere, though. All right, but third place wins a XM polo shirt, an XM hat, and an XM seat cushion.
Can I say for the record that prize package sucks a fat dick? It sucks a fat dick.
What? Wait, it's a polo shirt?
Not only a polo shirt.
I think the Smooth Jazz station in your town has better prizes. Jesus.
It is third.
A hat.
A hat.
A polo shirt. People haven't worn polo shirts since, I don't know,
50s. But you also get a hat and a seat cushion. That's good to get a shirt and a hat so you can do more free advertising for us. This company just milks you for everything. You get a free Opie Anthony XM tattoo across your face.
Not only do you have to pay to listen to us, you also have to advertise for us.
Yeah.
And then if you advertise for us, you win the ability to advertise even further.
Oh, that's horrible.
Congratulations. You can now wear this logo on your head for free for us.
What an awful prize.
Yeah, you'd think a better prize would be maybe give them a few months for free for helping us out and advertising the show. No, you get the privilege of advertising some more.
Good job. Great job with the prizes.
I understand first prize is you actually get a big billboard and you're permitted to hold it up on a highway.
God. Wear a sandwich board around your neck like the bums.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yes.
That's going to make me laugh all day.
Tissue, Jimmy?
So
I don't even know you.
I love that old gag.
The third place winner gets to advertise. That's amazing. Wait till you hear what second
to advertise.
Wait till you hear what second place wins. All right, so third place, the winner of the XM polo shirt, hat, and seat cushion.
Ooh.
It's the two guys screaming behind CBS 3 reporter Brandy Bell.
And can I throw out a suggestion for XM? If you're going to have somebody advertise like this, I like the shirt and the hat idea, but the seat cushion, you may want to find a third option. Who sees that? In case the guy's asshole doesn't know who to listen to? Who should I listen to? There it is. Opie Anthony.
This would be, I believe...
So third place.
I believe it's a typo here. I believe it's Tony and Philly, right? Tony and Philly wins third place. We got his audio. The videos are much better.
Tony and Philly.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Here's the audio of his assault on the media. The videos are much better to watch because the girl reporter freaks out, and she's beautiful, by the way. She freaks out like she just heard a bomb go off because they just surprised the hell out of her. Yeah. Here's the audio.
Brandy. Well, Alicia, this story has taken so many turns, and what we've learned tonight is that the sign welcoming Omar Lazama De La Rosa home is being torn down and crumpled.
There you go. So Tony and Philly, congratulations, third place as far as the assault on the media contest for July goes.
Maybe he plays polo.
She didn't even finish her live shot.
No.
They had to just go right to the tape. So there you go. Good job, Tony and Philly. You're a star, buddy. The video's up on opieandanthony.com.
What a prize. Oh, and I'm sorry, you have to pay shipping on that.
Was it time for the honorable mention now?
No.
I think it is, though.
But
I could explain, but then I would wreck the gag.
Yeah. What?
I was just thinking people get their hopes up as you get closer to number
one. Oh, that's
one.
true. That's true. That is funny. Honorable mention has to be after we announce all the prizes.
All right, I'll explain why that doesn't work afterwards, though.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay. I'll go with it.
But I'm scared.
All right.
But I want it to work.
Second place, Assault on the Media contest for the month of July. They win an XM cooler.
No, they don't.
On wheels with a handle in the front, black and gray, and rather huge.
With a giant XM logo on it, right?
Yeah. Probably not even. It's just a WOW sticker cracked onto it.
They win an XM cooler.
A cooler. All right. A cooler.
Yes.
These are awful prizes we're giving out.
Well, for the month of August, we're going to have better prizes.
Is this really our first giveaway?
Yeah.
Pretty
Boy,
much.
what a bang-up job we're doing.
It's fucking awful.
Pretty much.
Polo shirts and coolers.
And a polo shirt will have the XM logo an eighth of an inch high over the left breast. If you're going to do it, just do it right. How about something obscene on the front? Just a big XM O&A.
Yeah, it'll have a little XM logo on it.
Here we go. Second place goes to Meaty Tits versus WHDH TV reporter Dan Housley. This is Stephen in Salem, Massachusetts. You might remember this video if you've gone to opieandanthony.com. The video is up now. He is shirtless with wow stickers over his baloney tits on live TV.
And he's got his shirt pulled up, like, kind of over his head almost.
Yeah. And no. He had no shirt on whatsoever.
Did he have no shirt, or did he just pull it up behind his neck?
Oh.
Because it almost looked like he had, like, pterodactyl wings or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the audio. I mean, the video is much better, obviously, but this is radio now, isn't it?
In Salem to explain. Dan?
Well, these were the cigarette lighters that were being sold at this convenience store here. They may not work great in the wind, but for $5, what else you get at them is a knife like this. And they got a sharp reaction from a North Shore mother who knows a thing or two about hidden weapons.
Yeah, that one's good.
He
looked ridiculous. He got the name out. He made the reporter kind of stumble on his words.
Isn't that great? So that's Stephen in Salem, Massachusetts. He wins the XM cooler, everybody.
Oof.
Is it time for the honorable mention now?
Whatever you want.
That prize would be better if you filled it with shit.
Honorable mention for the Assault on the Media contest for July goes out to Buffalo Paul. Buffalo Paul had 2 really good assaults on the media in the month of July, and they both fell short.
I thought you were just going to call him some guy from Buffalo.
Oh, really?
Really dig it in.
Although his latest video is up on opieandanthony.com, and it's funny with him wearing the chicken head hat.
I believe he is in first place so far for August.
I agree.
No, the problem is that August 1st starts today. See, he wasn't smart enough to... He had so much confidence in...
Oh, no. When... Is it when it happens? Or when you hand it in? When did it get to us? Oh, poor Paul.
I think that's got to be up to the show's discretion, though, because...
Well, let's get Steven here. Let's get some facts.
Well, no, it came in at exactly.
Whatever will hurt the listener is the way he'll go.
Yeah.
See, if he was
really
smart.
Hates you.
Because, I mean, there was a lot of good ones for July. I would have just waited to hand in the tape. Steve, when did you get the latest assault on the media by Buffalo Paul?
I got that on Saturday. So it actually came in July.
But that's all good, but when did it actually make it on the site?
When did it actually make it on Saturday, yeah.
Saturday was...
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Our listeners aren't the brightest bunch.
Why would you send it in?
Why would you? I would have waited a day. Because there were some really good assaults on
Not
the
only
media
that,
for
he
July.
sends it in on Saturday.
And his would have easily been the early leader for August.
So obviously we can't play it until July's over. So it was never, there was not even a possibility of it ever being in contention for July or August.
I got to play devil's advocate. That's why I kind of think that he should be August, because if you look at it from his point of view, it's the first one of August. Maybe he sent it in Saturday.
Now, here's the problem, though. Even though this is a wacky, silly, stupid Opie and Anthony contest, there are rules. And, And you got to take the rules very seriously. If this thing was already up on websites in July, I'm telling you, we could. Believe it or not, we could get screwed in the end.
Oh,
it sounds stupid,
Paul,
but we can.
you dolt. Yeah, we have like a 2-page long thing of rules that we have to stick to.
What? This just in, Ben is emailing me. Elo just emailed him. He wants to give away an Elo haircut for one of the prizes for August. Thank you, Ben, for helping out the show today.
Now he doesn't even have to be in the studio to bomb. That's great.
Notice how when it's something like that, if it was Earl, he'd come in here just laughing and cackling, but if it's Elo, he just quietly emails it. You sissy. The haircut. Frenchie and Billy Mac, we were eating dinner. What?
Oh, my God. This just in? I got to defend Ben.
Oh, what?
Eric Logan really wrote that.
No, stop it.
He did not.
Go find out, Steve. Oh, he's printing it.
He's printing it out. All right. So Buffalo Paul gets a honorable mention for the month of July.
And what prize does honorable mention get?
And I was reading some of the message boards for the first time in a while, and Buffalo Paul basically saying he will not be participating in any assaults on the media in August. He's going to help out a guy named Chicken Shit.
What?
I guess Chicken Shit and Paul are teaming up for an assault on the media.
Teaming up. Very good. Very good. I like his spirit. He's got spunk.
Look at Ben coming in with documentation to defend his line.
Looks like he combed his hair with a fan.
From Eric Logan to Ben Sparks, it reads, how about an ELO haircut?
Oh. Now it's funny.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up with the replays? Was that a typo?
Oh.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, no, I think it's fine.
I don't like. We'll talk about it after the show. This is a very important point.
It's easier to talk about stuff after the show. Like that.
Why? But was it a typo?
We're going to discuss it after the show.
Do you have info?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's hard to get a hold of people today. It's Monday.
Ben always sounds like he's hiding something, but he just doesn't know. Ben, what about it? We'll talk about it in a minute. Do you know what you're talking about? Absolutely not.
Here's Steve in Salem, Mass. He's the second place winner for the Assault on the Media contest for July. He just won the XM cooler, and he has something to say. Yes,
Must
Steve.
Be excited.
Hey, it's pretty funny. I want a cooler, and I have been sober for like 12 years now.
Coolers are only good for alcoholics.
Yeah, you don't bring your Snapple and your freaking sodas in a cooler.
Buy one drink. I mean, what the hell? Am I going to sit there and drink fucking 12 Snapples?
Congratulations, you win a relapse.
Yeah, fill it with booze before you ship it off to him.
All right, well, Steve, because you worked hard for the show, we'll get with Washington and see if we can maybe adjust your prize accordingly. All right?
Cool, guys. Hey.
All right.
Watch it out, guys.
All right, bye. Oh, my God, remind me. We got to talk about your hooker. She got busted.
Yes, she did.
Uh-oh. There's other news with that whole story, too, about perhaps videotapes that our friends might be on.
That's a great story. We got to start doing some real radio soon because I don't know, we're just kind of goofing off, but having fun.
Isn't that what we do?
Yeah, I guess. We like to pretend.
Like I make notes. Sometimes you make a distinction between, well, we're getting something accomplished, or we're not getting anything done today. When the day ends, I don't see a distinction.
Are we truly getting anything done?
I see nothing ever getting accomplished.
That's the beauty of us. We should talk about all the stuff that we were supposed to talk about someday.
Yeah, those things just fly out of here.
That list is really long. All right, Anthony, can we get that drum roll again? Lots of drum rolls on the Opie and Anthony show.
Drum roll for
the winner of the Assault on the Media contest.
I thought we announced that already, but that was honorable mention.
That's
okay,
right.
First place, and what's the prize?
Well, the winner of the Assault on the Media contest for the month of July wins a MiFi courtesy of MyRadiostore.com. That's MyRadiostore.com. They do a lot for the program. And admission to the Opie and Anthony studio in New York City.
Ooh.
But we are not paying for you to come here.
No.
You have to find your own way.
Walk.
But if you happen to be in New York City, you get to stop by and hang for the day.
Is this open forever, or is there a time limit?
I
guess must show up before, yeah.
I guess we'll give him a week.
Offer ends August 1st.
I guess we give him a week.
A week? Where is he from, and who is the gentleman?
Well, I want the drum roll.
All right, drum roll, please.
The winner of the Assault on the Media contest for the month of July goes to...
You hear what this politician said in New York?
Yeah, that is something. Finally, somebody with a little bravery.
I like that. Balls. We'll
Yep.
get into that next. Cape Guy versus WWLP-TV in Springfield, Massachusetts.
The guy with the cape.
That's Tim
the
from
winner
Springfield.
gets a cape.
Here's his audio. The video, obviously, much better. If you haven't checked out these videos yet, go to opieandanthony.com.
Well, the chief has a hurdle to overcome. Today, she went before the city's retirement board. What she wants the board to do is to increase her compensation annually, the retirement compensation, from $109,000 a year to nearly $150,000. Well, the chief was successful in one suspect today.
XM Satellite Radio. Opie and Anthony are back on XM Satellite Radio.
Maybe you can brief me. The reporter spun around, looked at this guy, and just... He was in disbelief.
He was in shock, and then it pretty much turned around, and the mic was right in the pest's face.
And, of course, the people in the control room immediately cut to tape.
There you go. The winner is Tim from Springfield, Massachusetts. Congratulations to Tim. Winner of the MiFi.
Springfield. Well, that's not that long of a truck. He could get down here.
Well,
what is that, a 2.5-hour drive from Springfield? 3 maybe?
But the beauty is he gets that fine MiFi, which is just an awesome piece of equipment from XM. I love my MiFi. And now it's August 1st. We start all over again. Kiddies, have fun.
Clean slate.
The assault on the media starts today for the month of August. I think we got a video in. A couple videos? There's 2?
Ooh.
No, that's... Okay. First entry for August is in my hand. We're going to have the video up later today. Here it is. Show Anthony. Here is the first video, Anthony, for the month of August. Coming out of Philly.
Right? Oh. It's a black gentleman.
Which means he's got to be... Wow, there's a...
Oh, wow. I don't know. He's jumped in the background. I didn't see what he did, though, really. He was in there pretty quick.
What was that?
That was it.
Is that you, bro?
Who was that?
All right, come on in.
That guy?
That guy.
He's here, huh?
Did he say anything?
Well, the video's up. Well, you got to start somewhere, and he's the early leader as far as the Assault on the Media contest goes for the month of August. And he's wearing his "What the fuck is your problem, man" T-shirt. Very nice. What's your name, bro?
My name is Mark.
Hey, Mark. So what? Tell us what happened here.
Well, I was driving by in my tow truck, and I saw I saw the live shot.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Hold on, Mark. We'll get to you in a moment.
We just got the seat cushions.
Oh, it's that horrible.
This is the fucking prize box.
What is this?
It's a seat cushion. It feels like a graham cracker.
That is... Those must have cost, I swear to you, that had to cost...
10 cents a piece.
I was going to say 8. 8 cents a piece.
What are these for, in case you accidentally sit on a cock? These are awful.
This is horrid.
Who's carrying this around anywhere?
Yours is broken already. Look. Yours already split.
It's fresh out of the box. It's already split up the seam. It is made out of... It's made out of kiddie pool vinyl.
Yeah.
And it's got a piece of foam rubber inside. All right, 6 cents. 6 cents a piece this makes.
Are you supposed to
cost.
sit on this?
I don't know.
What are you supposed
At a sporting event?
What are you supposed to do with this?
These are the cheapest pieces of fucking shit. I am embarrassed to give this out as any type of prize. This is it, and it's got a handy carrying handle.
What's that? Is that the cooler?
It's luggage.
It is luggage. It's a cooler.
This is actually fine.
That's the cooler.
That's a cooler?
That's a cooler.
Is that cooler or luggage?
That's actually not bad. The cooler's fine.
The cooler looks like a
luggage.
travel bag. Looks like one of those things that's got wheels, it's got a handle that pulls up, and I guess you, where do you put the ice?
That's a cooler?
Then it leaks all over the place, or no?
Look, see, 'cause you can...
Oh, the cooler's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can put ice in there.
It's a cooler.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It'd be better if it was luggage.
You could use it as luggage.
It smells like a blow-up doll, these seat cushions.
The cooler's not that bad. The seat cushions are atrocious.
This foam rubber squeezes down to the thickness of a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
What is that going to do for you sitting on something?
Maybe if you had 10 of them, it would be very effective.
Maybe 10.
Pile up 10 of them. All right, Steve's back on the line from Salem,
cheapos.
Massachusetts. Steve, we're checking out your cooler that you won.
Yeah, hey, can you guys sign it so I can sell it on eBay?
You know, the things we do sign sell for a lot of money on eBay. It's not a
Yeah,
bad idea.
and I'll put it towards the O&A fund and try to advertise your show here in Boston.
All right.
You see a lot of ads for us up there, do you?
Yeah, one WoW sticker a week.
Steve, will you be doing more assaults on the media?
Hell yeah.
All right, good. Because the prizes are going to get better. Already for the month of August, we got MiFi, Day in the Studio with the Gang, Joey Paisano stepped to the plate. He's giving out like a $100 gift certificate for his restaurant.
Oh, nice.
What I was thinking is making like an Opie Anthony Day plus the MiFi for August. So you get the MiFi, which is really cool. Then you get to hang out and check out a show one morning. And then later in the day, you go down to Little Italy and you eat at Joey's restaurant, Paisano's of Mulberry Street, in the heart of Little Italy. And then what I was thinking, and that's what I was trying to get your attention before the show, I'm thinking maybe a night at the Comedy Cellar. Maybe you could talk to Esty and see if she wants to do that. I think that'd be great. A night at the Comedy Cellar for you and maybe 3 of your friends the next time you're in New York City. I mean, this is just an amazing comedy club. My favorite comedy club in New York City.
Absolutely. I think they'd go for that. I'll talk to them tonight.
All right, so that's what I'm thinking, and maybe some other prizes will come to the table as we continue. But game on for August. And the first one is from this guy, Mike, who's in studio.
Mark, actually.
Oh, Mark. Okay, Mark. So what happened?
Well, I was driving by in my tow truck, and I saw the news van doing the live shot, getting ready to do the live shot. So I parked my tow truck behind the building, and sure enough, I got my...
And I'm looking at it right here.
And I got my friend on the phone, and
the problem is you can't hear it. We saw the video.
I know.
Did you yell anything?
Yeah, I screamed Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio.
Cool.
Very cool.
I didn't hear it.
I couldn't. Can you turn it? Can you make it sound louder?
What are you dressed as?
Well, I didn't want my company's name represented on the TV, so I put an orange fluorescent vest on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. He's very brightly colored.
Put the sound up.
And you're in the background, like, just losing your mind. What were you saying?
I was screaming, Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio. Opie and Anthony are back on XM Satellite Radio.
Did it mess up the reporter at all? Because I don't have the audio of this yet.
Oh, yeah, it did. Actually, I did a dumb thing as I was pulling away with my tow truck.
Yeah.
I drove right past the reporter, and the cameraman got the number off my company and called my boss.
Suffer and succotash, you're kidding.
And what happened?
Well, my boss called me, and I almost got fired.
All right, thank God your boss is a cool guy. Thank God.
Well, that's I got to hear it. I have to hear the audio, but the video, I'm not seeing much of you. You kind of ran through the scene a little quickly.
Oh. Well, I thought the cameraman was going to go after me because he had the camera on a tripod.
Oh, so he could have just left.
Yeah.
At any time and pummeled you.
Yeah, pretty much.
How great would that be for press?
Fantastic.
Let's listen to the audio of Matt.
Mark.
All
right, cool.
All right, so let's listen to
Mike.
Mark. Mark's assault on the media. The early leader for the month of August.
With a C or a K?
We have to start somewhere here.
With the C.
All right, here's the audio. The video is up online already as being the first entry for August.
Now, others in the car were a 17-year-old passenger, a female 18-year-old woman, and a 20-year-old man. Now, one of the passengers was in the car, we're told, was slightly injured and had to go to the hospital for treatment, according to police. And they also say
so you getting ready to run through now?
Charges are pending. Byron Scott, NBC 10 News.
Byron Scott was not thrown.
Yeah, he was smooth.
He went right through the whole thing. I got to say, very good. I mean, I appreciate anybody that does this, but it's a little lackluster, my friend.
A little bit.
Yeah, well, it was last minute. I know. It was pretty awful.
That's cool.
No, it was awful.
It wasn't that bad. When you ran through the first time, if you would have came back a second time, that would have made it a lot better.
Clinched, yeah.
Yeah, the cameramen aren't. Dude, the cameraman, Mike. The cameramen aren't going to do anything. I mean, if they do, you own the station.
Right.
You're fine. They're not going to attack you.
Well, the funny part is that the cameraman.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on.
Hold on. What?
Sit down.
Did you say the funny part?
Funny part coming up.
You said funny part, right?
Everyone out there sitting.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Is
1 second.
Hold on.
Derek, Danny, Nathaniel, are you ready for the funny part?
Fans, sit down.
Ben, are you ready for the funny part? Getting a thumbs up in the office way over there. Eric, ready for the funny part?
All right.
To the million listeners out there, are you ready for the funny part?
Strap in.
Funny part coming up.
Here we go. Everyone look at, what's your name?
Mark.
Everyone look at Mark for the funny part.
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, well, when the cameraman called my boss, he told my boss that they can take legal ramifications for me doing this, and that I ruined a serious time-sensitive news story.
Can you repeat that?
Okay.
That's terrific. That's terrific. Yeah.
That's funny. I'm funny.
And I'm happy I'm blessed. I'm happy I'm blessed. I'm happy I'm blessed. Boo, 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 boo.
All right.
Wait, I just want to know what exactly happened. The cameraman called your boss, and what did he say?
He said that the NBC 10 could take legal ramifications, and that I ruined a time-sensitive, serious news bit.
Time sensitive. Yeah. How did they get your boss's?
Well, I'm driving a tow truck, which is pretty much a moving billboard.
Yeah, you couldn't park it further away.
Well, I did hide it, but my dumbass move, I pulled away right in front of them.
Yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea.
But you're safe. You have a cool boss, and we appreciate it. Well, that's where we begin for the month of August.
Well, there you go.
You're the early leader, my friend.
First entry. Which,
and
makes
being
you
the early leader, I'm going to give you one of these seat cushions.
Oh, wow.
For a long day in the tow truck, a seat cushion should make it all better.
That's great.
And I'm gonna personally sign it so you can make $1 off eBay.
Oh, that's right.
Get me my magic marker.
Let's everyone sign it so all your beer farts can fucking blast right into it.
Right, sitting there in a tow truck all day, sitting on that.
Yeah.
Put it in water and make tea later on.
There you go. I'm signing the seat cushion.
Rock on.
That's right.
Opie.
It's an official Opie autograph.
Official Opie rock on. Let's see. I'll sign this. I'm just going to put wow, 'cause that's one of our little catchphrases. And I'll sign it Anthony.
Very nice.
And Lil Jimmy Norton.
I'm going to personalize this one.
Oh.
All right.
I like to personalize it.
Yeah.
What are you writing?
Best wishes.
I like putting best fishes. It sounds like wishes, but it's fishes. Makes it funny.
There you go.
Jim Norton.
That's what you get for being the
best
wishes. Early leader. There it is. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Now get the fuck out of
Beat
here.
it. It was a fine assault.
That's all that
Scram.
time you get with the radio legends.
Scram you.
Mark.
Oh.
He was all hoping and
Oh,
wanting.
he peeked back in and...
I like that kid.
He's a good boy.
He's a go-getter. And there you have it, Anthony. There you have it.
Now, there's a boy out here who brought you a gift.
Ooh. What?
A slender boy.
Oh, gift for everybody. All right, why don't we take care of this?
Bring this slender boy in.
Yeah, let's take care of
Mark,
all the
take care
people
of it.
out
More
there.
faithful listeners stopping by today,
I hope it's not Buddy Hinton.
hoping for our appreciation. Here they
Buddy
come.
Hinton.
Might be a fight out there. Buddy Hinton. Huh?
Wow.
Love that episode.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
I'm surprised that he can walk.
You got a flame shirt on, I noticed right away.
Whoa.
What's your name?
I'm Chris.
Hey, Chris, from where?
Deer Park.
Deer Park, Long
Deer
Island.
Park.
In the house. Very nice.
Representing.
And who are you?
Frankie D.
Frankie D?
Frankie D. Where are you from?
West Babylon.
West
West
Babylon.
Babylon.
Where?
West Babylon.
Cool.
Sorry. Is that an official Opie and Anthony Spread the Virus t-shirt?
Yes, sir.
Look at
Spend
that.
a lot of time with your muscle cars out there on Deer Park Avenue?
Yes.
Yes, you do?
Still do.
You do a lot of drag racing down there?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Babylon Speedway, motherfuckers.
Back when I was in high school.
They're cracking down on that shit.
Yeah, it's been going on
Are
for
they?
how
They're
many
not
years
cranking
there?
down. Oh,
Yeah, crank it down. It's been how long have they been doing it? There 30 years.
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right. So what did you guys bring us today?
Well, actually,
I supply Steve with flame stuff, so I'm
You
really
do?
here to give Steve a bunch of flame stuff. But I figured since I was coming, that I would. I have a ton of stuff, so I brought you something. I brought you something. I brought you something. Nothing flame related.
Oh, very good. I was going to say, flame, might as well really light it on fire because
this is for you.
Sean's be wearing. Uh-oh. It's a big frame.
Oh,
Something
no.
framed. It's wrapped.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Uh-oh, they're getting
There's another
smaller
one.
as we go.
They're getting smaller, and little Jimmy.
Jim.
Oh, look, a cigarette lighter wrapped up.
What I was trying to do for you was a friend of mine actually has a first print Black Sabbath first album with all 4 signatures. I was trying to get it off him for you, but
he wouldn't.
I'd give you something out of my personal collection.
Wow, thank you. That's the originals.
You know how bad I wanted to smash his gift and I can't?
No, that's original, dude.
This is really cool.
That's original.
A Nirvana poster.
That's right off the wall inside of that gig.
Nirvana in Utero, July 23rd, 1993. New Music Seminar, Roseland, New York City. I will hang this in my apartment, sir.
This is
Thank
authentic.
you so much.
Yeah, it is. It's sandwiched in between the backing and the picture is the certificate of authenticity.
Dude, come on.
Wait, what is it?
Oh, it's an autographed Nicholson picture.
Get the fuck
Him
out of
sitting
here.
at the bar
Yeah.
in The Shining.
That's great.
Now this,
That's great. Well, thank you, sir.
I got a Kiss lunchbox. But when was this made? This is brand new.
Actually, it's about 3 years old. It was a gift to me. All this stuff was gift to me, so I just have way too much stuff.
He's looking at our great things, and he has a lunchbox.
I was trying for the album. I was trying to get him the album.
No, that's cool when you see 2 good gifts. You'd love to hear about what you almost got.
An autographed Jack Nicholson picture.
A nice Nirvana poster
I
frame.
pulled that right off of my shelf because the album fell through.
No, that's cool.
No, don't say it's cool. You know
I like this.
What's inside, Jimmy? Maybe something's inside.
There's whiteness.
There's no thermos?
No thermos.
See, now, a lot of times, like these lunch boxes, there's actually a big thing for these, like a lot of these vintage lunch boxes, which would be awful. You want a brand new one.
So if you save that, though, for like 50 years, just think about it.
Look at his face.
No, it's terrific.
No,
why would I be disappointed? I'm surprised it doesn't have XM on it. You can sit on it as a sporting
And I was
event.
just going to say, Anthony was less disappointed with the knee pad thing there.
No, that's a cool gift. Yeah, carry it up. It's your lunch right in
Would
there.
you rather have the flaming sneakers or the tag team
No,
flaming
no,
shirt?
that's all right. This is terrific. Listen to it tinkle.
That's
There's a lot of fun to be had with that one.
Lunchbox.
How's that original poster over there doing?
It rocks. I'm very happy with
There
my
you
gift.
go.
Thanks.
There you go.
Good. You want to see the Nicholson?
No, don't give it to him.
I wouldn't break
He's
it.
not going to break it. He's not you.
All right.
Look at that.
Jimmy, there is a hammer and a mallet in front of you, just in case.
Jack Nicholson from The Shining, a film that apparently only Anthony quotes.
Yeah.
I only
Why
had
would Jimmy
one.
like a Jack Nicholson signed picture?
I only had one of those.
Yeah, no, there's probably only one in existence.
Jimmy-
But I'll bet there's a lot of these.
Jimmy, why don't you show your appreciation for the gift?
I actually, I don't mind this gift. 'Cause when I first saw the Kiss thing, oh, look, what happened to it?
Oh, the
When I-
latch broke?
No, it will be soon. When I first saw this is for any Kiss fans out there. It's Raised Faces from the Originals, which is a compilation album of their first 3, which is Kiss, Dressed to Kill, and Hotter Than Hell, all put into one called The Originals. And I saw that, and I'm like, wow, this has got to be old. But then I looked at it, and I realized it's in perfect condition.
And it's got a plastic molded handle that.
And it says
wouldn't be
Made
on
in China on the bottom, and a
Yeah.
perfectly brand new sticker. I mean, I like this. Don't get me wrong. It's actually really a nice gift. I mean, you look at how the faces are kind of like swollen.
He's ripping me off. Hoo.
Jimmy!
Tell him, Fred.
That is a.
It's a nice gift. I dropped it. I'd like to have another one. Maybe you could. If anybody else is, see
Here's
if
the
Toys
real
R Us
gift.
on their
Here's
way
the real
over.
gift. I brought that for you to.
Oh, he's unzipping his pants. Jesus. I got to be honest. I don't know which of these I'd choose.
Now open it. Oh, there you go. Oh, look,
There we
still
are.
works.
Let's sign that and put it up on eBay.
No,
Oh,
'cause
there you go.
I'll just buy it and break it again. How's How's that vintage and rare signed picture of Nicholson?
That is wonderful. It's Jack sitting at the bar.
You know what?
In The Shining.
All kidding aside, this is going to drive him nuts.
No, not at
An
all.
autograph from Jack?
No, who'd want that? Who'd want that? You know, I mean, he never really comes up on the show.
No.
And a band you love, an original gig poster that's ungettable. I mean, yuck. I like something that you can go out and just grab in any Toys R Us on the way over.
Would you have rather I brought
Shut
nothing?
your face. What do you mean, would I have rather you brought nothing? You did.
All right. To tell you the truth, I thought the Sabbath album was in the bag. And that was grabbed off my shelf.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm very
He was going to get
happy.
you something great.
I was working on it.
Yeah.
Jimmy. You
I didn't
want to
come with nothing. But I'm glad you smashed it.
No, I didn't mean to smash it. I mean,
No, it slipped.
All right.
I actually got scared. I was frightened.
We'll
Yeah.
sign this.
All right, we're going to sign
Jimmy
the
smashed
broken
lunchbox.
Kiss
You want to see
lunchbox.
Steve's stuff?
Yeah, let's see the flaming
Sure,
stuff.
let's see what Steve got.
Before we go to break
Printing
here.
money.
This is
Oh, wow.
tattoo,
Look at that
flaming tattoo
flaming
guns.
tattoo and beautiful
Some
black
flaming
and
vans.
burgundy.
Very nice.
Some flaming vans. Look, Steve, it's like Christmas in here
It really
today.
is. Chris sent me a box
Eric,
of
here, just take this.
the first. Oh, I got no mic.
What is that, bro?
It's a face wrap. It's like a ski face
Oh,
wrap for the
when
winter.
Steve goes skiing. Yeah.
Or just
Well,
walking
that's
through the
all
city.
happened.
I got one. I
That's
use it when I
a
walk
cool
through the
gift
city
in
or whatever.
August.
For Steve.
Wow.
All right.
That's good.
I am speechless.
Put that on and try to go through the subway turnstile.
Wow,
Big Lebanese.
There's a terrorist with perfect diction. I'm just going to blur everybody up. Hey, could you sew 5 of those together in case Ben gets cold?
Don't agree with your country's policies.
Look at Steve.
You tend to always side with Israel, and a lot of times my people.
Jimmy, look. Looks like he's done that before.
Jesus.
It looks
He
like
certainly has.
Oh, my God. Does it look like he's just going to anally rape somebody?
Looks like he has put on masks before.
That's it.
Very
Wow.
good.
Could
Very
you
nice.
stand outside of a schoolyard now with an erection?
Steve, what did I say? Don't
Sorry.
encourage it.
Wonderful.
No, this is great stuff.
Yeah.
This is
I
really.
got my bagel.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, you go.
Well, it looks like everyone.
Stupid lunchbox.
I gotta tell you, it looks
That
like everyone is
sucks.
happy in the studio. It's very.
I think
You did a
Jimmy's
great
the
job.
happiest.
Oh, that's
You know.
nice when you go bicycling.
When I go bicycling.
That's really cool.
And
That's a lot.
oh, look at these.
What are they?
Wow. Steve got a whole wardrobe.
What the hell is that?
I can't. They're
Are
like
they-
sneaker slippers, but
But they're giant.
they got.
They're like Mickey Mouse's shoes.
Like inside.
They're my size. They're my size
Is
sneaker
that
slippers.
for just trotting around the house?
It certainly is.
Those are big flaming sneaker slippers.
Yeah.
It's like a whole lot of thought to that.
It really did.
certainly did.
He is one of the most thoughtful guys.
Yeah.
Very
Guess
nice.
on the way
very
over,
much.
you realized, wait, we got to stop for, what's open?
Oh, remember Norton?
Well,
Yeah.
I got the.
What else?
Oh, there's plenty more for
Chris, you
Steve.
need to give out a plug or anything?
No.
Why not? That's what we do now. What do you
That's
want
what
to
you
plug?
do?
Yeah, what do you
I
want to
work
plug?
for Verizon.
Blah, blah,
Verizon. We don't want to plug Verizon.
Yeah, you know.
What is? Oh, a belt buckle.
A big flaming belt buckle.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The
that's
belt I was telling you about with the bullets,
Uh-huh.
that's coming.
That's coming.
good.
Jimmy.
It's always good when you don't bring all the gifts
That's
for Steve
wonderful.
in one shot.
I'm a happy boy.
I've been mailing Steve stuff for a long time.
Of course
This
you
is the
have.
first time I ever met Steve.
Yeah.
I've just been mailing
Yeah.
stuff to him.
Magical
All
moment.
right, Chris, thank you. Anything else you guys want to say?
Hello to Zoltan. Hello to Danishek.
Yeah, right on, Dan. I know that guy.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. This was great.
All right, bro.
Nice. I hope he got the Nirvana poster. I got the signed Jack Nicholson picture. Steve got more flameware than he knows what to do with. Everyone wins here today.
Why don't we give
Everyone's happy.
the lunchbox back to Jimmy as we go to break? Here's your Kiss lunchbox.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
you should keep that, Jimmy.
That's right.
No, I like it.
That's nice for anybody that might
That's
want
that's
to,
the sound of quality.
Yeah.
Here's the sound of quality.
Sounds like when you shut the door on your Saturn. Piece of shit. Oh.
Little 4 raised faces, pristine condition. Oh, wow. Don't bring me anything next time.
Shit.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the Owenday virus.
We got some great audio that came in.
Oh, yeah.
Steve just handed in of the mayor of Boston,
Menino.
our old pal, Mayor Menino.
He has what amounts to a calf's liver for a tongue. It's just this giant piece of flesh that knocks around in his mouth and obscures everything he tries to say. Couple that with him being retarded. The guy he's not very bright. And his speeches are a joke. Everything he says. Everything that comes out of that fat blubbering mouth of his it sounds retarded.
He's reading to the school kids here.
Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night.
The barn. He's reading to children, right? Is that what he's doing there? Like they go into the schools.
The beyond.
The beyond. The beyond. Oh my goodness.
I feel secure with my speaking ability today.
Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night.
The beyond.
He flubbed barn.
And he's reading it.
But I also say, anybody who does this work is not for money. I don't do it for money. Let me tell you that, my friend. I see my friends and what they're doing in life. I say, my God. I grew up in the streets of Hyde Park. My father worked in a factory too. I wasn't born with a golden spoon.
Isn't it born with a silver spoon in your mouth?
Yes.
I wasn't born with a golden spoon. He was born with a ladle in his mouth, and he still has it in there. What a muttering, stuttering ass. I wasn't born with a golden spoon.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Should I eat a yogurt that's dated July 12th?
Yeah, I'm sure it's healthy.
That's a good one.
July 12th. Anyway, lots of instant feedback coming in.
Can I, by the way, just before you read that, I got to jump in because I'm always praising Sabbath and fucking shitting everybody else. What a phenomenal song that is by Queens of the Stone Age. I almost threw the CD out until Ben pointed out that song was on there.
That CD's amazing.
It really, I've heard some of it. It's great.
It's amazing. I love it a lot, actually. East Lansing, Michigan. Scott asks, your gift may suck, but Jimmy, you definitely have the line of the week with, if you put it up on eBay, I will just buy it again and smash it. Jimmy, you fucking suck. You made me bust a stitch in my damn mouth, making me laugh so fucking hard. That's from Raleigh, North Carolina. Goes on and on. And then this guy from Maryland, Dennis C. Gotta call shenanigans on Opie's Nirvana poster. Does it have a certificate of authenticity? If it is a green and white poster...
What color is that, Hawk?
Green and white. Green and white, okay. If it is a green and white poster, they can be bought at any music store for $5.
Uh-oh.
And the one we're seeing online is not green and white. It's a different color, right?
Oh, boy.
Find the one online. It's got to be a different color.
And Anthony went right to the internet, and he cannot match up his Jack...
I can't match up my Jack Nicholson autograph with any other Jack Nicholson autograph. A couple of the discrepancies I'm seeing is that in every other Jack Nicholson autograph, the I in Nicholson is dotted. In this one, no.
And in yours, he spells his last name Nickelsin.
Also, I haven't seen one Jack Nicholson autograph where the N and then the Ickelson starts inside the N. Like he drew the N as an afterthought.
Good news, my thing is selling online on eBay for $8.99.
Oh my God, that's really.
Oh no,
man! I would love if this guy would call the show and just be honest with us. This thing is worth. It's nice, and I'll do something with it.
Dude, can you just call the show We know these are dog shit.
Yeah. Stop.
You'll call him?
I have things that are signed. I've seen things that are like vintage. They're not in that perfect a condition.
I'll tell you one thing. There are a bunch of phony Jack Nicholson autographs out there because I'm looking at so many different versions of his autograph, and this is just another one of them. And look, he wrote the N for Nicholson, and then inside the N he starts the I. Like it's not separated, it's squished together. Almost like he wrote Ickelson and then tried to squeeze the N in between Jack and Ickelson. I don't know what happened.
Maybe it was just signed by a guy named Ickelson.
Jack Ickelson decided to sign this.
I can't picture Jack just sitting down and signing that picture of him at the bar.
No.
It's just too perfect.
When I walk by these memorabilia places, I just openly laugh.
They're garbage.
There's no way of knowing anymore.
What is this Merlin eBay thing? Go away. I have Merlin flying around my screen.
I fucking hate Merlin.
Dare I click on Merlin?
No, why? It'll be.
If you have any questions, please email me. I will get back to you within a.
I never believe autographed crap.
Hold on. The guy who gave it to Opie said that the certificate was sandwiched between the poster and the frame back.
Okay, hold on. I have one too.
He said there was a certificate of authenticity, which is also fraudulent. I'm
Hold
sure.
on. Look at this certificate, my friend. Hold on, dude.
Oh my God! I can't even explain it. It's something that your kid would get for graduating kindergarten.
Let me tell you, it's on yellow paper. It's run out of a printer. There isn't a signature on it or anything.
What does it say?
It says Certificate of Authenticity. Guarantees that this collectible item features an authentic autograph signed by Jack Nicholson. The item was obtained from a reputable dealer and has met the inspection standards of our company.
What? How fucking vague is that? A reputable dealer, inspection standards?
And there's no stamp or thing. It's like if you had yellow paper and ran it through a printer, you could print. Oh, he's back.
He's back.
I was hoping he was enjoying the program in his truck headfirst into a telephone pole.
Look, I'll proudly display my Jack Nicholson picture.
Here's Ani.
I love the ironing.
Andy, I'm home. Igor.
Wow.
Classic.
Igor Ook.
Well, all right. Well, we'll get to the bottom of it. He's just getting back from his cigarette break, so we'll get him back in here.
Fucking gifts are I'm actually liking my Kiss gift a little bit better right now.
Yes, you are, I bet.
It was outwardly atrocious.
All right, here's the deal. So we need an update on Jimmy. I got a voicemail after Friday's show. We had a lot of fun.
How can you, by the way, record them? Because I have a great one from Florentine that I wanted to get. What do you do? How do you get that off the cell phone?
I don't know. You just put a microphone near.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a hookup or something.
No. We don't have that equipment here at XM yet. So
You're sweet.
I don't know how good this is going to sound, but this is the message Jimmy left for my.
It's going to be embarrassing.
It's
Now this is after his procedure, and I guess you had.
I played it for a bunch of people,
anesthesia.
and people were like, he really does call you sweetie when you're not on the air. I'm like, yeah, it's a little awkward and weird, to say the least. So here it is. Jimmy left Friday. You want to just set it up for the new listeners?
I left at 10:30 instead of 11 because I had to.
No, you just ended up staying.
Quarter of.
Because Brother Wease was here doing some good talking with us.
And and Wease came in, and I had to get an endoscopy, which is when they put a tube down your esophagus into your stomach, just to make sure everything's okay. Because I've been having this shallow breathing thing and a little acid reflux. So I just wanted to. I'm eliminating possibilities. And so I go in there, and the guy told me it would take 5 minutes. I don't know why everybody said 40 minutes. I talked to him.
5 minutes.
This guy, I'm even going to plug him. He was so good. His name is Leslie, a man named Leslie Sycamore on 58th Street. He's a gastroenterologist. This guy's fantastic. Everything he said was accurate.
Must have gone to school, a year or two for that, right?
At least. That's got to be a fucking fast one. I mean, according to this guy's, if he is to medicine what this guy is to paraphernalia, he picked up a certificate on the way over and just put a tube down my throat. And I go in there, and first thing you do, you lie down. I go to take my camera off, and he's like, just leave everything on. You don't need to get undressed. I'm like, well, I wasn't. I was just taking my camera off. So I lay on my side. They put a tube in your mouth, which was kind of odd, without a hand on the back of your head. Could you make me?
A fleshy tube.
And they knock you out with that stuff. I think it's called propofol.
How is it administered, Jimmy?
They put
an
a
IV?
little IV in the back of your hand. And the guy's great because he's smacking the back of your hand to bring the vein up, and all of a sudden, pinch in. And Wease was right. He said, as they're describing what's going to happen, you're going to go out. And I felt something kind of odd. And the guy is going, he's saying something, and all of a sudden, I'm drooling, and there's nothing in my mouth anymore. And I'm like, that was nice.
And it was done.
Done. 15 minutes later total.
How weird is that?
Drugs are so cool.
And by the way, I got photos I should bring in of the inside of my esophagus and the top of my stomach. He gave me the color photos.
Really?
And thank you to all the emails about people concerned about my procedure. And it was nothing. He said a little swelling in the esophagus from acid reflux, very mild, nothing. Just what I thought. Too much coffee and that type of shit.
That's what it is. Did you drink coffee today?
Oh, yeah. But he said just keep it to a minimum. Don't drink it at night.
So Jimmy got home, and he gave me a call.
That was not from home, dude. That was from, I was still...
From
still
the
woozy?
recovery room?
Yeah, I was just sitting there for a few minutes.
Still a little woozy.
I wasn't, no, it didn't make me sick. That's why I like the propofol, unless I'm saying it wrong.
I mean, your head was a little swimmy still?
Yeah.
This is kind of interesting. Listen to this.
Here, Jimmy.
A little behind-the-scenes stuff. We like doing this from time to time.
Hey, Pumpkin, it's me. It's 12:20. I went in.
We're not even on the radio.
Yeah, he's got his radio voice.
The only person that's supposed to hear this is me.
But I didn't call you sweetie. That's on-air stuff. Sweetie's faggy. Pumpkin is the way men address each other. It's affectionate. It's the way two real men will do. It's like an elbow. It's like an elbow to the ribs.
Hey, Pumpkin, it's me. It's 12:20. I went in at 12. 15-minute procedure. I'm a little tired from the anesthesia, so I'm laying down here. But this guy was great. Fucking anesthesia rules. I like Brother Wease a lot, by the way. He's fun to have on the radio. I love it. Fucking guy's like a really good liberal. He's not like a bleeding heart. He's fun to go back and forth with, man. He's smart. All right, man. Give me a call. I'm just relaxing. Just relaxing on my birthday. Bye, sweetie.
I did call you sweetie.
Yeah, you did call
me. The difference
sweetie.
is this, though. If you're ending a conversation with sweetie, perfectly acceptable. If you open up, faggot. But if you're ending, that's what men do.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone out there is agreeing.
They understand.
Dude, you can absolutely see what Jimmy would be like if he still drank. He's the guy that calls you up drunk. Dude, let me tell you, I was fucking hanging out. I was just thinking we should fucking hang. Wease is cool, bro. Like that was you.
Absolutely.
As a drunk.
Wease is a hardcore liberal, and Jimmy's like, he's cool, man.
But I liked him when we had dinner. I'll say that's completely under no anesthesia.
Yeah.
He's the type. Everyone says I smash liberals on the left, and I think they're all bedwetters.
Well, he's
no, I don't.
intelligent, and he presents his point in a logical, rational fashion. Not like these shoot from the hip just because it's the party line liberal.
And he's not politically correct, and he's not a thought policeman, which is why I like him. That's just the way he views politics. A guy like that's fine, but it's not. It's the politically correct. Don't say that. Don't racially profile. Those are the ones I want to spit in your faces.
Speaking of Wease, after Friday's show, I went to the cancer hospital with him to get his to see if they got the tumor there.
Right.
And I'm happy to report that there's no more tumor.
Wow.
Good. No more tumor. So, so far so good.
Hey, that's good.
They were very, very happy. They put a scope down his nose, and there right on the TV I'm looking at some awful nose hairs and mucus and everything else. And then they get to the spot, and it was weird. It was like a little journey as they're going down to the spot. And perfect, man. Clear as day. The doctor was very, very happy with what they saw.
Hey, did they have to numb his nose? Because I've had little cameras on the nose.
They blasted him with some kind of spray that he says tasted like dog shit.
I would love to have gotten that spray. I had to sit there with my head back, and this is my ENT. He took long, 9-inch Q-tips, and he dips one end in medicine, as your head goes back. And he just kind of lobs it in a little bit, and it goes back into your sinus a bit. It doesn't hurt at all. It just feels like...
it doesn't have to hurt. It makes me queasy and woozy.
But lay back. Put your head back, and your sinus opens, and you can feel it hitting the bone in the back.
Nice.
And it numbs you. It's a drip.
Nice. So that was great news for Wease and his wife and everybody else there. It was a very happy afternoon. Then we went off and saw the Aristocrats.
Hey, you ungrateful assholes. I bet an XM hat and a cooler look pretty good right about now, huh?
Very good.
That's true. Well, at least we don't present it as something that was signed by Mr. XM. This was autographed by Fred XM 50 years ago. This is an authentic autographed XM vintage hat. He should have brought AIDS in that lunchbox and dumped it on himself. That fucking Nirvana thing. It was signed by Cobain 2 weeks ago. Really? Was it?
Oh, well. Somebody else gave me a Kurt Cobain autograph.
Yeah, but that was Dr. Steve, and I have much more faith in his legitimacy because he actually would look. He's the type that would look. By the way, I need Cialis, and he's an animal. He would actually look. I didn't think he was a real doctor at first. I figured he was just a homoerotic gentleman who wanted to send me chocolates, which I ate gratefully. And then he sent me like an article on him or a book he wrote. He wrote a book. Yeah, he's a real doctor.
It is
autograph
probably
looks pretty good.
impossible.
Yeah.
It is impossible
Looks pretty good.
to verify an autograph. I don't care about certificates. I don't care about it. Unless you're standing there while the guy is signing it, it's impossible to verify.
I have two that I didn't get that I know are good. One was a Black Sabbath poster signed by all 4 members at WYSP. Remember, I bugged them for 6 months for that because they got it done at a Sabbath signing. And Florentine actually gave me an Ozzy Osbourne, Rudy Sarzo, Randy Rhoads poster signed. Like it was an Ozzy poster signed by all 3, which he actually got outside of a venue.
Well, they signed it.
Yes.
Now that Kurt one that Opie's holding.
That looks fake.
It's a copy. So
It's a copy.
I didn't bring it home.
The Sharpie that has Kurt is part of the picture.
No, is it?
So he perhaps could have signed that, or they put it on there, but it's not a real autograph picture. No.
All right.
Real autographs are done usually in shitty pen. They're not in this. Anyone that buys a photograph that's signed in one of these stores, you're a dummy because they don't sign them.
No.
It's so rare. You're going to get ripped off.
Anyway, speaking of Wease, the left, liberals, the righties, the religious conservatives there, blah, blah, blah. A Democrat did something very, very good.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Very, very good.
Look at what this guy does now.
I tend to smash the Democrats and very rarely give them credit. But here, New York City politician used racial profiling on subways. Political correctness won't keep New Yorkers safe from terrorists, a state assemblyman said Sunday, promising to introduce legislation allowing cops to use racial profiling to target Middle Easterners when they search bags.
There you go.
Guy's name is Dov Hikind, Hikind, Hikind. He charged that it's insane to look for bombs in the bags of 75-year-old grandmothers, adding the FBI and authorities have a good idea of who is going to commit terrorism. They all look similar, but everyone is terrified of using the word racial.
Absolutely.
He's
They're
a Brooklyn
petrified.
Democrat, and the Republicans, you should fucking shoot yourselves. You're supposed to be the ones who are tough on law and order, and you just sat there like a bunch of little bitches and went along with this politically correct nonsense. So good for this guy for finally a politician with balls.
Once the word racial comes into something, then you're going to have all kinds of problems. And racial profiling, we know it would work better than profiling or not profiling and just searching everybody. You know it. You know who's doing this. Why can't they profile? And this guy going out on a limb here.
And you have to love this guy. There's a terrorist profile for a potential suicide bomber, and it's not the 75-year-old grandmother who has an oversized tote bag firmly tucked under the arm, said Hikind, who called the random searches insane. Instead, police should be stopping and searching people of Middle Eastern descent with particular focus on young men and women. Every case of recent terrorism has been committed by individuals from a Middle Eastern country, he said. Mm-hmm. There are certain things that you do in wartime that you don't do in peacetime. Good for him. And he said he noted that he has voted against racial profiling in the past.
It fits here. It's a perfect opportunity to use it.
And racial profiling, to me, there's such a direct threat from a suicide bomber. I don't want to see guys stop because of black guys for drugs or this and that, because that's not a direct threat to kill a bus full of people.
Right.
That's something that you have to have probable cause. And I mean, you have to have probable cause for this as well, I guess. but there's no direct threat to commit a murder against 75 people or 100
Not only
people.
that, there are white drug dealers.
Absolutely.
There are Asian drug dealers. With this situation, you are talking every single one of these people.
Show me the last white or black or Jewish suicide bomber. Show me the last. Maybe you'll find one somewhere. Maybe. I love the way they keep yanking out McVeigh and Nichols.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. A couple of scumbags that got exactly what they deserve: life in prison and an execution.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
We know where they're coming from. Why can't they just focus on that instead of wasting police resources and compromising our safety by looking at old women, young white women, anybody that isn't of Middle Eastern descent? Just search them.
New York Civil Liberties Union chief, now you know this is going to be rational, Donna Lieberman called racial profiling discriminatory, and this is, I love this.
Yeah.
She said, it serves no purpose whatsoever.
What?
You're right, it doesn't. Maybe wouldn't help planes from flying into buildings or people from blowing double-decker buses apart.
Yeah.
This is why I say the ACLU, the New York Civil Liberties Union, this is why I say they're irrelevant in their thinking.
Completely. How could you say it serves no purpose? It serves the purpose of not wasting police resources and possibly making the subway safer by looking at the people that are committing these crimes. That's the purpose itself. Tell me, I'd like to ask her how it serves no purpose.
It's a bad law enforcement, she said, and it's fundamentally at odds with our basic democratic values, which apparently state that you should close your eyes and be blown to smithereens so you don't hurt somebody's feelings.
There you go.
That's what democratic values are. Close your eyes, pretend it's not happening, and have you and your family killed in a suicide bombing just so you don't upset the guy who's probably trying to kill you.
Someone is saying you're mispronouncing this guy's name.
That's very possible. I don't know what his name is.
Well, let's say Mike from Rockland, because this guy should get some credit today. Mike?
Okay. Mike.
Yeah, hello.
Real fast, Mike.
All right, listen, by the way, Jimmy, his name is Bill Hiking. He's a Jew from Brooklyn.
How do you, hiking?
Hiking.
Hiking. It's a D at the end, though. Maybe it's hiking. Okay.
Hiking, yeah.
All right, I didn't know how to say it.
All right.
Now you know how to say it. And Lieberman is just another self-hating Jew. That's what she is.
Well, I mean, she's a liberal. I don't know if she's a self-hating Jew. Anyone that's that far in one direction, it's like they just, again, like Ann says, they tote the party line. It doesn't matter. There's no common sense, and the religious right is just the same. We have to keep saying that to pacify people that email me.
Yes.
Why do you always trash liberals? I don't know. I don't know why I always trash them. It's bad law enforcement, and it serves no purpose whatsoever. Gee, I don't know why I always trash them.
Yeah, have fun on the subway. Don't worry, we just checked that baby.
And I don't fault the cops at all for saying that. They have to say that.
Mm-hmm.
They have to, or they're attacked. And fucking phony Republicans like Bloomberg and all these other pseudo-conservatives, all right, no racial profiling here.
That was his top priority when they announced they were doing these searches. His top priority was to make sure people knew that we wouldn't be racially profiling.
Yeah, we wouldn't actually try to stop people.
Yeah,
every seventh person. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Sure it does.
Fucking idiot.
Well, Wassam Nasser, head of the New York office of the Islamic Council on American Islamic Relations. Ugh.
What he said is like a little irritating, but it's not that brutal.
Said, this is America, we don't do that here. That's racial profiling 101. That's what we're trying to avoid. Well, you know something, Wasim Nassar, how about getting your Islamic Council on American Islamic Relations, and instead of speaking out on something like this, you speak out on the fact that a lot of your followers are not saying anything about blowing up buses and chopping people's heads off. They quote him right here for this one.
Yeah.
Where's his quote about suicide bombers? Where is that? Where's his quote about maybe saying it's not a good thing?
An Islamic group recently came out and they harshly condemned the suicide bombings, and they were calling for like a fatwa against the people who are committing these murders. And you know, some Muslim emailed me. He's like, you know, a lot of times they do speak out, and it just doesn't get the press. And maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe I'm sure that they do speak out, but they just have not been as vocal as they should be. And it's like, look, you know, how do you expect people to look at you? We don't want to be racist, but when people are assimilating into American culture And these are not just radical maniacs that run around yelling, Allah Akbar. These are people, like in England, the guy's a school teacher.
Yeah.
These are people that you say hello to and you chat with on the street and you treat like your friends. And yet they are plotting to commit a suicide murder.
Yeah.
When you see X amount of people, when does it go beyond this happens to be Muslims and Jesus, this is happening and it's Muslims who are doing it? When do you cross that line?
You're not sitting there going, I think I might see a pattern here. This is so blatant. It's right there. This is who's doing this.
As long as these stops are done with dignity and you don't humiliate people and treat them like dog shit, you have to realize that most people you search are innocent.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of them are innocent. As long as you search them and you make sure it's quick and you treat them with respect, that's real, not some phony, yes sir, no sir respect, but you treat people with dignity and everybody understands why it's happening.
Yeah, just search their bags.
All right, let's say hi to Steve in Jersey. Steve, what's up?
Hey, guys, it's Steve from Jersey. I just wanted to make a comment about this terrorism thing. You have a black guy who, he's a suspect for a crime. You have a Hispanic guy, he's a suspect for a crime. They know he's a suspect for a crime. They're not going to be looking for white guys. They're not going to be looking for Asian guys. They're going to be looking for a Hispanic guy or a black guy, whoever.
Cops do it all the time. When they put the word out, there's been a rape or a robbery, and they say, we're looking for a black man, 6 feet tall. They put out a description. Is that racial profiling?
Let me argue this is what they will say to that argument. Yeah. They will say, well, that's because there was a witness or somebody to a crime that has been committed. That's not racial profiling. That's a description. This is making an assumption that people are going to commit a crime based on their race, and they haven't. But there is certain patterns of behavior in certain cultures. And again, I talked to some very human rights lawyer at the Cellar this weekend, and we had a discussion about it. And I was talking about racial profiling. And I use the example, I'm like, look, when you're going after, say, the mafia, you want to go after the Genovese family, whatever mob you want to, the Gottis, whoever, you look for Italian men. I mean, that's basic. And she's like, no, because there's plenty of black drug. It's like, don't be so fucking disingenuous with me. Do you think I don't know that there are black people and Irish people and Jews that get involved in the mob on some fringe level? Of course. But when you're going after the capos and all these people in the inner workings of the mafia, you do not go after blacks. You don't go after Jews. You don't go after fucking 60-year-old women. You go after Italian men, Sicilian men, because they're the ones that are predominantly involved.
Vito Corleone.
Vote Vito Corleone with your olive oil skin.
Let's say hi to Chris in Maryland. Chris?
Hey guys, how y'all doing this morning?
Pretty good. What's up, Chris?
Good. My uncle flies back and forth through the airports a lot doing business, and he's got a prosthetic leg from just below the knee down. Went through the one of the buzzers. The guy made him empty his pockets and everything, and then he goes back through, buzzes again. The guy says, "Sir, take your shoes off for me, will you?" He goes, "Man, I'll do one better." He unhooks his leg and hands it to the guy. The guy flipped out, man. Sir, no apology. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just thought maybe you get kicked out.
The guy probably felt guilty because he had asked a man with a prosthetic limb to take it off. Why would you feel guilty about that? It's a viable thing to search. There could be something in there.
Sure.
And again, I only am for profiling when there's when you're trying to stop something that is going to murder people immediately. Not for drug dealing, not for smuggling, not for anything other than terrorism, which is going to have an effect, which is going to murder a shitload of people in one instant.
Right. And they are plotting.
Yes.
These are a group of people that hate us. They hate what we stand for. They hate our way of life, and they just want to kill us. They don't want to negotiate with us. They don't want to sit down and have a chat and work things out. There's nothing we could possibly say or do that will change their opinion. They hate us and want us dead. Why are we then sitting there playing by these stupid rules so we don't hurt people's feelings?
Because, according to the New York Civil Liberties Union, Donna Lieberman, it's discriminatory and it serves no purpose whatsoever. None!
Not even a piece of any purpose.
Doesn't serve a purpose. Not even a little.
Whatsoever.
None.
Let's say hi to Kenny on Long Island. Kenny?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
Hey, guys, I went to London recently. I'm Irish, and, I don't have a problem with it, but I got searched because I was Irish. And I think it should happen. Racial profiling should happen. It's due,
Well, it just, when you see patterns of behavior that go way beyond just a couple of people, you have to be a fucking dummy to not recognize, all right, this is in a part of this culture, not all of Islam, we know that, but there is enough that is radical, where this is a tremendous threat. How many, you think, are they ever going to run out of people to fucking kill themselves in Israel or Iraq? No. It's an endless stream of people, because in a part of that culture, martyrdom is heroic. And stop blaming poverty. A lot of liberals like to go, well, you know, it's because they're uneducated and poor. Really? They fucking flew planes. These are not dummies. They flew aircraft.
Yeah.
They're not poor. They're middle class.
well-financed.
Absolutely well-financed. And they're recruiting middle-class college students in England.
Yep.
So stop with it's poverty. That's what they say about the Palestinians. Well, it's poverty. It's not. It's religious. Martyrdom is considered heroic.
The hatred of our way of life, our faiths, and the way we live. We're looked at like we're just these...
Jesus.
Jesus, Jimmy.
Holy shit.
Oof, sorry.
Go ahead, sir.
We're looked at like we're these, godless scum of the earth that have to be eliminated.
Yeah, like you make a film about Islam that they don't like, so they stab you in the chest and shoot you and sit on you and wait for the cops to come.
Yeah, right.
All right, Jimmy, go ahead.
Yeah, dude, in Israel, the Israeli security forces have a checklist. And if you meet a certain number of things on this checklist, they'll just fucking shoot you in the head. They've got, young Arab, 20s to 30s, if you're sweating profusely, if you're praying out loud, if you're recently clean-shaven, which is the head and the beard, which has something to do with getting to Allah faster or some shit like that. But, you meet that checklist, they'll just fucking shoot you. They won't arrest you. They won't ask you questions. They'll just take you out.
All right,
well, if you're running towards a checkpoint, I mean, I think they're pretty willing to search people as long as you're not, running, yelling something religious.
We should take a break because we still have so much to do.
Ooh.
We got to talk about the Jesus statue that opened its eye.
Oh.
A little creepy.
It's not a big mystery, though, by the way.
No.
Somebody was being loud in the house. He stinks, and I don't like him. I just meant that there was no mystery, because the joke would have been that it's obvious he opened his eye because somebody was loud, and he was like, what?
Right.
Hello, exactly.
I'd buy it off eBay and smash it again. See how we recapture those fun moments?
Come right back. The foot works.
All right. We haven't done...
boy.
No, it must have been loud in there. No.
We haven't done the tube bar tapes in a while. All right, we'll play a little tube bar as we go to break. When we get back, we'll talk about the statue. Also, Jimmy's hooker was arrested. It's a really big story.
Yeah.
Huge story over the weekend here in New York. And we got Bob Brown being told a joke by a little retarded kid.
Aw, that's adorable.
Actually, as soon as we get back, we'll get into that. Mm-hmm. But first, this.
Hello? Yeah, listen. Who do you think you are fighting like that on the phone? What the hell? I asked you for a fucking name and you start screaming and yelling.
Why don't you come over here and say that face to face, you motherfucker?
Oh, I asked you for his name. What are you yelling at me for?
Why don't you come over face to face and I'll tell you right away. You just tell me you're the guy that calls. Why don't you tell me where you are and I'll come over to see you?
All I do is call you up. What are you talking about?
Why don't you tell me I'll come over to see you where you
Come
are?
over there. I'll stab you, you motherfucker.
Why don't you tell me where you are? I'll come over.
You ain't got the guts to fucking face
I ain't got the guts.
to fight me.
Why don't you tell me that where are you and I'll come right over.
I'll come over to your place.
I'll come over to your joint.
Fucking bastard. What the hell's wrong with you?
Why, you lousy motherfucker bum. Why don't you go out and fuck your mother for a change?
I fuck your mother.
Yes, you can do anything you want, you yellow red bastard. You want me to go over? Come over. I'll meet you wherever you want me to meet you.
Over there because all your friends are there, because that's what you need.
I'll come over to you without my friends to your place. I'll meet you wherever you want. You yellow son of a bitch. And you know something? I happen to know who you are. And wait till I catch up with you. I'll put the ZZ on both cheeks of your life. You'll remember me for the rest of your life. That's who you are. And your friends told me who you are. So I know who you are. I'll get you, you cocksucker. And when I do, boy, God bless you.
Yes, hello?
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, can I speak to Mike, please?
Mike who?
Unstinks.
Who?
Unstinks.
Mike Unstinks?
Yes.
Anybody named Mike on stage? Mike? Nobody but that name.
Nobody? Thanks a lot. Yes, can I speak to Clint, please?
Who?
Clint.
Clint?
Yeah.
Anybody named Clint? Clint. Anybody named Clint? Nobody by that name.
His last name is Torres, T-O-R-I-S.
Torres?
Yeah, Clint Torres.
Clint Torres?
Yeah.
Clint Torres. Clint Torres. No.
Oh, he's not in yet? Okay, thanks.
Oh. You know, I'm starting to get hot. Oh. You know, I'm starting to get hot. Oh, no, I'm going to give up my virginity. I'm a sport. Maybe take a little cock right into my mouth. It must hurt. Maybe taking it in the rear. Maybe bang me up the ass. That's what they call me. She's a freak. That's what they call me. She's a freak. What do you want me to do? I'm gonna be facing the wall. What do you want me to do? I've always wanted a juicy cock. Put it between the boobs. I'm into the TFing. Put it between the boobs. Put it in the pits. Put it in the pits. My favorite oral treat. My favorite eating cock. I'm hungry for a big, fat, juicy cock. After I whack your bag, whack your bag, whack your bag, whack your bag. Shoot your big wad of cum right into my mouth. That's what they call me. She's a freak. That's what they call me. Oh, God. After I suck you off, I want you to bang me up the ass. I'm hungry for a hard male cock. Stick your huge cock in my tight ass. That's scaring me. I take it in the rear. I'm a freak. That's what I was taught. I got a big juicy cock from Ben the other day. Oh. I like the banana. Oh, God. I like the banana. I'm a freak. I enjoy having sex with a guy. I enjoy cum in my mouth. I enjoy cock between the boobs. I enjoy cock in my tight ass. That's what they call me. She's a freak. That's what they call me. She's a freak.
And Anthony Show.
All right, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony program.
Yes, you are.
Spread the virus. Tell your friends about the Opie and Anthony program, please. We got to get Jim Norton in here.
Shit.
Oh, God.
Can we stop with the fucking passwords on a computer?
What happened?
Fucking, I want to fucking just smash somebody's teeth.
He wanted to get online for...
I want to check email real quick. So we all know that in the office computers, you got to have a password to get even onto your screen.
Right.
So I have a password, and they fucking make you change it every 30 days.
Why?
Because they're fucking cocks. There's no reason for it. Do you want to change the password now? All right. You got to have capitals and lowercase and numbers.
Yeah.
What a fucking... I tried 5 different passwords, and it didn't meet the criteria. It didn't meet the criteria. It didn't have capitals and a fucking asterisk in it.
We talked about this. The nerds are taking over the world, and this
There
is
is
their
no
payback.
reason for what we do to have to change a password.
Dude, I just... fucking 8 minutes I wasted in there. I just sign on. I open my email. I hear the rejoinder. I got to sign off before I can read one of them.
You're not... we're not in the FBI over here.
Holy shit, what a waste of time. Fuck. You know what, though, man? I mean, a lot of times people really, they do illegal things, and you got to have some way to protect yourselves and protect everybody else around you. Whatever, man. I'll just make do. I'll come up with something fun, maybe a funny password. Cocksuckers. Nobody is hacking into software sites from here. There's no reason for it. Holy shit. I just hope they keep doing it. Whatever makes them happy. That's all I care about. Elo's happy, I'm happy. Mars is happy, I'm happy. I had a fun happy password. It's smiles. Smile. Because you want to stab somebody in the fucking mouth with your cock. I want to stab a mouth with my dick. Repeatedly. Capitals and lower cases. Capitals and lower cases.
That is
numbers.
ridiculous. What is the purpose of that?
I don't know. Capitals and lower cases and numbers.
And numbers and a under slash.
You got to have 3 of the 4. Capital, lowercase,
a number,
and a slash.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is my password? I can't remember it. Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? XM, a capital letter, lowercase, fuck you, and a couple of numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
XM, capital letters, fuck you, lowercase, and a couple of numbers.
All right, well, Chemistry sent in something really funny. Is it Chemistry?
Who did that?
Oh, no, this is Henchman.
Henchman. Don't give people the wrong credit.
We might be giving a golden ticket out to the listeners. We have 4 left. This was by Henchman. He sent this in.
What is it?
He picked up on the fact that you'd like to say the word phenomenal.
Who doesn't?
Listen to this.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Do you ever look back, and again, I know I do, when you look back on something you feel great about, and then you look back on it and you go, ugh, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, I'm still doing that. I'm still doing that with Sabbath stuff. There's one song, Who Are You?
Phenomenal. 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 There's always got to be one buzzkill in life, and I got to just really quick address the post. A guy named Dan Aquilante. I want to suck him up in his face. He trashed out Sabbath, where Ozzy created horror with his cringe-inducing vocals. Ozzy sounded phenomenal. Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
There you go.
Wow, that's good.
That's very amusing.
A perfect example why we might give the listeners one of our golden tickets.
That's funny.
A show of their own. That's by Henchman. Very good job, Henchman.
I really am a redundant boob.
Good job. Got to keep that over here so we can play that a few times. Phenomenal. Absolutely.
What's that music from? It sounds like something from Benny Hill. I've heard that before.
From the Muppet Show. Remember that?
I've heard it somewhere else,
There
too.
we go. Phenomena. Was that it? Phenomena.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Bob Brown from 2020 and a retarded kid. I don't know the background of this, but I guess a retarded kid had a knock-knock joke.
What could it possibly be?
While Bob Brown from 2020 was...
Knock, knock. Who's there? The genetic police, and we have a gun.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Not a chromosome.
Aren't you? Aren't you glad you didn't wind up in the dumpster behind a Planned Parenthood?
Well, it's sort of like that. You ready for it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear his knock knock.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll love you, Bob, because you're the best news valuer in the whole wide world.
Wait. Can we play just the setup for that again? Just the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course we can.
Knock, knock.
No. I mean, he has to ask the whole, like, who's there? He has to go.
Who's there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I messed up.
Oh, that's right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You have to let his answer go. The guy's Olive.
And
Yeah.
Cut it after Olive.
Maybe I'm retarded.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
It should have been Olive who?
Olive who? All right, cut it after Olive who?
Yeah, this is.
You told me to cut it after.
I know. I
Strap in, kids.
We all know timing's very important to comedy, so try to recover from this one, Jimmy.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live until they learn to detect this condition in the womb.
I got the hang of it. You want me to try it again?
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live for as long as my family doesn't get sick of me spoiling every photograph.
Are we done, or do you have one more?
I don't know. Anybody else want to chime in with one?
Can't top those. It's brilliant.
All right, it's sitting here just in case, all right?
All right.
Just in case you need it.
I live.
Yuck. Other news, no big baseball trades. Trade deadline has come and gone.
Surprised the Yankees didn't fucking trade 8 rookies for Bob Apodaca. Shitheads.
Manny Ramirez very relieved that he continues to get to be a Boston Red Sox.
Yes.
Well, it was going to be a blockbuster trade with the Mets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't go down. So a reporter got to Manny Ramirez, and this is kind of funny because it's a 15-second clip. He says man 6 times and his name 2 times.
Yeah.
Forget about the trade, man. This is the place I want to be, man. And it's great, man. You know, they love me here, man. And I don't know, man. This is the place to be, you know. Manny being Manny, man. He's great, man.
Manny being Manny, man. It's great, man.
Man.
Right, man?
Manny's an ass.
There you go. So that's a quickie.
Millionaire.
Yeah. All right.
That's the guy you want to give $40 million to.
Yeah.
I think we told someone to come by today, so we should let him in here.
Probably spent it all on cookies. Fucking dope.
We approve this? Jamie Who
is this, Hawk?
Lissow? Lissow? Jamie Lissow?
Eric, you got to say anything. He just talks. He walks by. We can't hear him.
Is Jamie here?
Eric.
Jamie, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you, man?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, Jesus Christ. How much you lift? Calm down a little bit.
Thanks. Yeah.
You're a big buck.
Hey, thanks, man.
Big buck.
And he has glasses, too, which is deceiving. So
Yeah.
you'd see him across like a table and think you could challenge him and smack him off.
That ain't going to work.
Nah, one of those big
Not at
guns
all.
would crash into your
Big
jaw.
guy.
What's your deal there, Jamie?
Just moved to New York.
From Rochester?
Actually, went from Rochester to Los Angeles for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then just kind of got back East Coast like about a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing comedy or trying to?
Yeah, I am. I actually saw Norton on Thursday destroy it Stand Up New York.
Oh, that was the. You know what that was? That was the Jorge Posada. His son has some cranial disease, which I think he's better now. But there was a foundation named after Posada's son.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to plug this on the show, but I was under the illusion that it was sold out. So they said, yeah, do you want to do this benefit for something that's named after Posada's son? He'll be there. Some of the Yankees will probably be there. I'm like, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to Stand Up New York. There's 50 people there. They're filming some reality show called, what's it called? Do you know the name of the reality show? For the Yes Network. And Posada's wife, who's probably in the top 3 fucking hottest women ever, shows up. That's as close as we got to a Yankee, is Posada's wife.
Posada's wife?
Yeah, it's much
showed
like
up.
drunk guys with Yankee shirts.
Oh,
I do a
Christ.
benefit for something named after one of the Yankee sons, and he doesn't show up for it.
What is... Whoa. Why wouldn't he show up for something that is raising money for...
I don't know. Why wouldn't I care about the sick kids, actually, instead of just being annoyed so I didn't get a photo with a Yankee?
Good point. Hey, Ben in Connecticut is on the line.
95 north.
Man, let him live here. Sorry.
Hey, Ben, what's up?
Hey guys, how you doing? I have an ending to the knock knock show.
All right, hold on. I got to give you the setup, all right?
Setup
Okay.
coming.
Here we go.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live as long as they allow retards to collect shopping carts. Oh.
He goes, oh. There was pain in his voice.
As there should have been.
At least he gave it a try, ladies
Sure
and gentlemen.
did. Thank you for that fucking ice pick into the funny bone, sir. That was nice.
So you've been on Leno and all that?
Yeah, man. About a year and a half ago.
Very cool.
You do look familiar.
Yeah, man. Do I?
Definitely.
I get that sometimes.
Seen you before.
It's so funny. I felt like talking to Norton when you were like interviewing Black Sabbath. I like said hello to you after the show, but I did like this awkward. I was like, "Hey, nice show," and you're like, "Oh, thanks," and then I walked away awkwardly.
What?
Oh, was
I don't
it
know.
one of those? Did he blow you
yeah,
off?
I just
No,
not
never.
at all, man. Yeah. But you had a great set.
I'm nice to people. Sabbath is Sabbath. I'm me. I'm easy. I'm accessible.
Yeah.
Hang out at the dumb comedy clubs.
Yeah.
All right.
You ever punch a heckler?
No, never.
Never beat up a heckler?
No, I never have.
Yeah.
All right, well, hang. We're gonna.
Guy's not an out of shape ass like a lot of
Say
every
it.
other comic.
Most comics.
Like me.
Yeah, you know, I was actually at Baton Rouge
You're
this
not
weekend.
an ass.
Yeah.
I was in Baton
Baton
Rouge.
Rouge, Cindy.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge. Remember, that was the one she couldn't get? She just sat there with her eyes wide open, thinking of her father losing weight. Capital of Louisiana. Jesus, he was 195 last week. He's 108.
But I went jogging one morning, and was coming home.
Of course you did.
I saw the other comedian was like walking, like going for a walk, and I think it's the only time two comedians have ever passed each other exercising.
He's probably going somewhere unhealthy, too. It probably wasn't to a gym.
Yeah.
Probably coming home.
Who was the comedian?
Fucker.
It was, his name is Mista? He's a black guy.
Of course he is.
His name Mista, of course.
Anytime they drop the ER and put the A, they have to be black.
Sorry to interrupt this riveting conversation.
Yes.
You're
but,
right.
We got a bunch of guys that want to give the punchline a try here.
Okay.
Chad in Virginia.
Hey, I got a punchline for the joke.
All right, hold on a minute.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live as long as Mommy doesn't make the car go backwards.
Well,
suddenly that conversation didn't look so bad, did it, Ope?
Wow.
Steve in Louisiana.
How about this one? Knock, knock. This is the bit talking. Knock, knock.
Hey, boys.
I'll live as long as we don't take any more calls.
How you boys doing?
I apologize. I'm sure you have a gem coming. Go ahead, sir.
We'll leave it up to Steve. If Steve gets a good one, bit continues. If he bombs, bit is over. All right, Steve?
All right.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure, fellas. All right, let's give it a try.
All right, here we go.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I love to run headfirst into brick walls with my helmet on.
The bit will live because you took it into a different direction.
He did.
You, of course, have the humor value of lung polyps. But I like where
All
you
right.
went with it. Instead of I
Happy
live, you went with
birthday,
I love. Oh, thank you, man. You know,
Not his birthday.
Dude, today's my birthday, August 1st.
So the bit lives for a little while?
I think so, too, because I
Kinda
love
did.
to run head first. It's pretty funny.
All right.
Except he put a helmet on
The
and
helmet
made it too
didn't.
goofy.
Yeah, that got goofy.
Yeah. You should have said something about how he loves to and then, done something horrific.
Does that piano just, that retard
great.
piano just follow him around like a soundtrack?
That's great.
Horrid.
Let's
Dun,
see.
dun, 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 dun.
It just sounds dumb. They couldn't even pick a smart sounding like Beethoven tune. Ga-gung, 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 ga-gung.
It's like what's playing in their little, rec room during the rec room time that they get.
Or in his head while fucking people are hitting him and molesting him. Ga-gung, 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 ga-gung. Just hears happy, dumb music. It's fucking flaming garbage is thrown at him by bullies.
We got to get the Jesus story on the air. Oh, wait. Here comes Doug.
Oh, well, this one's got to be good, right?
Doug?
Yeah.
Hi, Doug. Doug the trucker. Now, should we do the same thing if he bombs bit over?
Yeah, I'd say give Doug the trucker. This is not Dugout Douglas. Right?
No, it's just Doug the trucker.
All right, well, wait
Doug,
for the setup.
All right, here we go.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live until somebody hands me a knife and asks me who's special.
Wow.
All right, you can put that CD back in the case.
Yeah, I
Al.
guess we can throw that one
You
away.
could take it out of the CD player and put it away.
Look how they massacred my bit.
But New York is a very funny state usually. Can we try one more?
I want you to use all your skills. Try to put this bit together. I don't want Elo to hear it this way.
Can we try one more?
All right, one more. He was a trucker, so.
Yeah. Rich?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
It's up
He
to
sounds
you.
sharp and a lot of energy.
Rich sounds ready.
It's up to you to save the bit, okay?
All right, cool.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live until I'm strapped with a bomb belt and sent on a bus ride.
Oh, no.
Oh, first class. Sorry, fellas.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, hold on. All right, here, this.
Oh, Jimmy, you're going to try to save the bit?
Yes, but you have to.
Jimmy.
You have to stop it one line sooner.
Jimmy. Oh, we got to stop it at Olive.
Yes.
All right.
No, wait.
What do you want me to do?
I'll tell you here.
All right. Write it down. Oh, really?
Stop it here.
Wow.
Right after that.
All right.
But that's how.
All right.
I'm not going to question the professional comedian. Here we go.
Knock, knock.
Drop dead, retard.
All right. Rain delay's over. Time to play ball again. We're back. The grounds crew has come out and taken the tarp off the field. We're back in the game. Connor.
Yeah.
You want to continue the bit?
Yeah, let's try it.
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live as long as Daddy don't take Mama fishing. Okay.
Oh, the clouds have come back over the stadium.
Jesus, dude.
That was great. I hate when the players are all ready to go again and it starts raining.
I know. They're calling them off. They're still tossing the ball in the outfield. The pitch hasn't even been thrown yet.
Next thing you know, you tune in the ball game and they're running a MASH episode. Like, what? What happened? I thought the Yankees were on. They picked the stupidest shit to play during rain delays.
Oh, well.
All right.
God damn, that was funny.
Well, Jamie, just hang. There's no pressure in the show.
Okay, cool.
It's not like you're have to talk or anything. Should we try one more?
That music is just.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
It's just.
Eric?
Brutal.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
It's not his birthday.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's what you were expecting. All right, you want to try this?
It's the music that plays when his big fat hands are diddling the neighbor's 8-year-old.
It's great music to smother a cat to.
Hey, Jimmy, did you fix your car?
Wait, this is the song? Wait, Hawk is really good at a lot of things.
Yes.
You found what this song is from?
It's an idiot savant without that pesky
savant thing. I'm sorry. Wait, you have great timing, and I jump in and spoil it. That's what you should do in comedy. Let somebody else go through the work of the setup, and then you just jump in and ruin it.
I was headed toward the finish line. You threw me out of the car and gassed it.
I flicked my cigarette out, and I jumped in front of you and crossed first. You ran the whole race, and I get the big W in the winner's circle. God, what a non-team player bag of shit move that was.
Go ahead, Eric. What is it from?
A Swedish porn. A Swedish porn. Maybe I should have jumped in and said that. Very nice.
Sweden, Heaven, and Hell?
How'd you find it?
How the hell? He finds everything.
Well, don't how did you find that? Shut up! We don't care. You have it. That's all that matters. Good boy.
Eric?
Yeah.
You want to try this?
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I love washing your windows with my big fat tongue.
It's not bad.
Game on!
That's not bad.
Here comes the grounds crew with their rakes.
Can I try one? Can I do one?
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-oh.
You're in.
This is Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie Lissau.
No pressure at all.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live by myself forever.
Oh, my God. This is really uncomfortable.
No, it's not. I wish it... No. It'd be a little bit easier if a smaller guy bombed.
Yeah.
I want to get my first one out there. Just get it done.
That's always good. You get it out of the way, it happens. It's not that bad.
Welcome to the program. Let's go to Brooklyn's always good for one.
Yes.
Jim in Brooklyn.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Want to give this a shot?
Yeah, I guess so.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
Olive Special Ed. Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, my God. Dear Lord.
Good Lord.
I may need Anthony's help for this one.
Oh, really?
Let me ask you.
We're a regular Abbott and Costello.
Here comes a Who's on First routine.
Do you have,
Let me see.
like...
Oh, really? I don't think I have that.
Oh, no?
Wait, what do you got? Maybe I got it over here.
I
want to play.
No, I
want to be part of the fun.
Like some kind of, yeah.
How about this one?
Yeah. He's writing. So just hold on, kids. It's all worth it in the end. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, yes. Hold on. You got it? Yeah, are you helping me at all?
What are you doing, Hawk? You're standing there, you're putting your dick beaters in front of Anthony, just fumbling clumsily with your meaty mayonnaise fingers.
Oh, which one? This or this? Okay.
And you'll know when to use it.
I hope so.
Only because Brooklyn called and it just made me think of something.
All right.
All right.
What do you need me to do?
Oh, we'll play the whole setup again and we'll stop it like we've been doing the traditional way.
All right. Here we go. Wow, the timing on all three of us
When I
has to
like
be
that, you'll
perfect.
All right.
All right. Start with me?
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live in Howard Beach as long as no fucking by the house next door. I wish we had a beep sound.
I know.
Still works. Rich in Philly. What's up, Rich?
I got a olive joke, I guess.
All right.
For you.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live with Bonnie when she marries me.
Bravo, sir. Any joke that bashes Rich Voss is a good joke.
Yes.
Oh, that was a good one.
All right, let's go to the statute thing. Ooh. And we'll do more olive jokes as well. I don't know. This is a weird story. Listen to this.
They're calling it a miracle among misery. Dozens of people say they saw a statue of Jesus come to life on a corner known for crime and drugs. Now the site is becoming a mecca for the faithful. Byron Scott is live in the newsroom with details. Good evening, Byron.
Good evening, Brenda. Many people indeed in that neighborhood are calling it a miracle. Not only has it brought the community together and drawn in outsiders, many now say that Christ is watching them. They looked, they photographed, they discussed.
Never opened? No, never bothered looking at it.
And then they weighed in.
I think it's a miracle.
Do you believe in miracles? I believe in miracles. Just a statue. Poor old beat-up statue.
They are talking about this statue of Jesus Christ, more specifically his right eye. Residents say up until yesterday afternoon, both of his eyes were closed. Then...
Well, looking at the statue, the eyes open up.
Caretaker Julio Dones says he also witnessed the Christ statue turn its head and shed a few tears. He says he has seen the light.
It's a miracle.
The faithful and the curious have flocked to the shrine ever since. Some say even if temporary, it has replaced the fighting that usually sprouts on their block on summer afternoons.
Everybody's looking for a miracle. Everybody's looking for hope.
Brittany Morgan drove from South Jersey because her 11-year-old sister was recently diagnosed with a brain tumor.
It's giving us something to believe in that she'll turn out okay.
This shrine has been outside the Harrison Gardens apartments for the past 26 years. Now, as for that statue of Christ, Sly, as he's known, says he found it in a dumpster in Jersey City a year ago.
This is a sign from God to show them to come together.
Well, donors and many others dismiss the idea that their miracle is the work of a prankster. In fact, donors expects the other eye to open soon. Live in the newsroom, I'm Byron Scott, UPN 9 News.
That's nice that the lady with the sister with the brain tumor now has something to look forward to. Fucking kid's got a softball in her brainstem, and you bring it to a winking statue in Newark. Fucking dope.
I got one.
Oh.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
Jimmy laughed over the part where he falls down to listen to this again. All right, game on. We should take a quick break.
Yeah.
Hang with Jamie Lissow.
Lissow,
sorry.
That's all right.
You doing any gigs in town?
I'm doing stand-up in New York a little bit this weekend.
70th and Broadway.
Yeah. I'll do this one.
When I was a boy of 10, I had a very special friend. Ed was kind with good intent, but just a little different. Oh, special Ed. His mama dropped him on his head. Now he's not so bright. Instead, he's a little bit special. Just a little bit special. We'd play tag and he'd get hurt. I'd play soldier, he'd eat dirt. I like math and the spelling bee. Ed liked talking to a tree. Oh, special Ed. His mama dropped him on his head. Now she keeps him in the shed, 'cause he's a little bit better. Just a little bit better. I ran track, hung out in malls. Ed ran headfirst into walls. I had girly girls and lots of clothes. Ed had names for all his toes, like Larry and Terry and Jerry and Barry and Ronnie and Bobby and Ricky and Mike. And if I love the girl, who cares who you like? And special Ed. His mama dropped him on his head. Now he thinks he's a piece of bread, 'cause he's a little bit better. Just a little bit better. I thought college life was great. Ed could count from 1 to 2. I like people and the party scene. Ed was scared of the vacuum cleaner. Special Ed. His mama dropped him on his head. Now his favorite color is the radio, 'cause he's a little bit better. Just a little bit. One day talking to special Ed, he grabbed a brick and he swung at my head. And as he laughed at me, that's when I knew that special Ed just made me special too. Ha! My shoes hurt! Now I laugh as I count bugs. I give strangers great big hugs. Next to me, it is fine. Yeah, he's a fucking Einstein. Oh, special Ed and me. Now we're not right in the head, you see. Now we're not so right. Instead, we're a little bit special. Just a little bit special. That fucker Ed made me special. Just a little bit. just a little bit special.
Hi, this is Jay Moore. Hey, this is Chris Jericho. This is Bernie Getz. This is definitely Flavor Flav on your radio.
This is Bill Burr, the redheaded white boy from Chappelle's Show.
This is Lois Griffin from Family Guy.
Hey, this is adult film star and former gubernatorial candidate Mary Carey.
This is Jeffrey Ross.
Hey, this is Terry Jones here of Monty Python. Hey, what up, y'all? This is Tracy Morgan, a.k.a. Brian Fellows. Hey, this is The Game, Triple H.
This is your big baby girl, Patrice O'Neal. How are you, sweetie?
Hey, it's Colin Quinn.
This is Sunset Thomas.
Hey, this is Seth Green. Hey, this is Rich Voss from Last Comic Standing, Season 1 and Season 3. Hey, this is Tommy Chong.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy.
Hey, this is Ozzy Osbourne. And you're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Because you're smart. You're not dumb, like people think.
Where's Jimmy Norton?
Ripping his computer apart yet?
Probably.
Oh, he's running.
Oh, this is brand new Disturbed, right? Song called Guarded. What's wrong?
Better not be getting another cold because of those goddamn filthy chips in Atlantic City. You see people, they play with the chips, and then they're rubbing their faces. They don't wash their hands afterwards. I like washing my hands a couple of times during the time because those chips are people are hacking and coughing and touching chips.
A couple times every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes I like to go in there. You're passing chips along back and forth with the dealer and other people, and they're hacking into their hands and wiping their noses, and then you're touching their chips. Very unsanitary.
Dave in Maryland. What's up, Dave?
Hey, how you doing, boy?
All
Happy
right.
birthday, Jimmy.
What's up?
I want to try the knock-knock joke.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I'll live as long as I got my 90-pound lead hat. Nope.
Oh no. Oh no.
One more.
That wasn't funny, and it wasn't accurate. It wasn't true to Jimmy's 90-pound lead hat reference, which was for what? Parkinson's?
Cure for Parkinson's.
I love that line. All right, Rick the trucker. It's up to you, Rick.
Hey, boys.
What's up? You want to give this a try?
Yeah, let's go for it. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
Hello, Fred. Well, maybe not.
Well, maybe not.
That's funny. It's like the Howard retard thing. Very, very funny.
I love the music in the background. It just sounds like circus music, like he should be in the middle of a big tent and being whipped brutally while he tries to do math equations.
And the long gap because he can't remember that the joke is fucking olive.
Yeah.
He's thinking, toaster. No, idiot. Olive.
Joe in Brooklyn, what's up?
What's up? I got an olive.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
All of my cock is in your mouth, Jimmy. Monsterine.
Damn it.
There was a way to go with that, too.
They just ruined this bit. It's ruined now.
They've ruined it.
I was in the office, and there was a big protest outside yesterday, outside of KFC.
Kentucky Fried Chicken?
On 6th Avenue, which I missed because I got out of the cellar too late. But apparently they're really brutal to their chickens. And I'm no animal rights activist, but I went to KentuckyFriedCruelty.com.
Are you kidding?
No, they got some really brutal footage.
Of course they do, but who cares?
I don't like it.
Chickens are made for food. They're put on this earth for us to eat them.
They're so cute.
And what did they show? Like the boilings and
just brutal treatment. It's like they said McDonald's actually changed their practice. It's like be a little more humane. You're gonna do it, you got to do it. But
out of sight, out of mind, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have to be down there when they shoot a bolt through a cow's head, but I'm there carving up that steak. I'm right there.
Well, I eat a lot of chicken, and
yes.
I just kind of felt like they should.
So you're not
going
to eat chicken anymore?
I will, but not KFC.
How do they dispatch the chicken that upsets you so much, and what would be better?
I don't know. To me, there's a better way to do it. There's a more humane way to do it.
You would pay more for a piece of chicken if the cost would be deferred to.
Explain what they do to the
chickens. What do they do?
It's just the way they house them and the way
So you're thinking nice couch, plasma screen television, some
affordable
rocks
housing,
up their hallway, pictures of celebrities.
Affordable housing, maybe enough plastic bags for their little chicken bathrooms.
So you rather get their hopes up before you kill them?
Nah, but you don't have to put them.
Worse.
You don't have to put them in a pen where they can't move.
Yes, you do. What do you want them working out?
Yeah,
you want a fat chicken. They have to be stationary. They get room to move before you know it. They're on treadmills.
Well, how much
they're
weight
wearing
could
glasses and spiking their hair up and looking like they're in fantastic shape.
No matter how much a chicken runs around, they're all these fucking big upper body fat messes. You ever see a chicken with good legs? All these cocksuckers do is run in circles, and their legs are still atrophied.
Chicken legs.
Exactly. So there goes that argument. They're muscleless, fat things. But they do have feelings and little beaks that they peck away. I mean, like their beaks are falling off, their fucking legs are... It's like...
I don't eat the beak.
I know.
I could care less if it toppled off. What,
I just don't like to see them
talk now. What
I
is he
don't.
gonna do?
I don't like cruelty to animals. It bothers me.
I want to know what
that.
they're doing that's so cruel.
Go to KentuckyFriedCruelty.com, and I'm not an animal rights
It's
nut.
a PETA, goddamn fake, goddamn PETA propaganda site.
PETA. Let me tell you about PETA. PETA is the problem with PETA is that they're self-righteous and they're unrealistic. They do raise some good points about the way animals are treated, but they are a bunch of basically flaming liberal assholes. But they do raise some good points. All their points are not invalid. They make some very good points about, like I watched footage on Ogrish of how they fucking kill an animal to get fur, and it was awful. It was like, why, when in this day and age, prejudice against fake fur. You know, it's just, I don't want to hear any fucking emails. Dude, what are you, an animal? Shut up. I just don't like cruelty to fucking something like that. It's annoying. The way they beat something and rip its fur off alive, it's just annoying.
Cost effective.
I know, but
is what it is. It's a lot cheaper to club a seal over the head than to use something that's a bullet or a one-time thing, or what, lull him to sleep. Little Jimmy bouncing him on his knee as he drifts off to sleep.
Yeah, maybe something nice. That's why I don't eat lobster. They fucking eat. They throw it in there alive. It's because you're not just conking on the head first.
They have said that there is no pain there.
I don't. What are they gonna say?
They have studied the nervous systems and realized that there is no pain to these animals. They don't feel it.
I don't buy it.
Where did you learn that?
I don't know.
I don't buy it. Their little lobster eyes are all exposed. You ever see a lobster eye? It's always open. It's on a stem. How could that not hurt with boiling water thrown on it?
It's on a stem. And they're at the beach all the time. There's got to be sand getting on that thing always.
Yeah.
You can't pick it out with the claw.
You know, they gotta blink it out and get right back in the water.
You can't blink.
Sensitive, glassy eye.
Just always open.
Always.
Looking.
You know how bad that eye wants to close when boiling water is on it? Nothing makes you want to close your eye more than scalding water on it. They did a poll.
Wow.
They did a poll. Let's go to Randy in New York. Randy.
Hey, I'll do one of those fine knock-knock jokes you have.
Oh, all right.
Hey.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
Olive until God fixes all of his mistakes.
And then he bails out.
Does our own Nathaniel Than have a knock-knock joke for us today?
Wow.
Come on, Than, you got your hand up in there.
You got one?
Putting him on the spot.
You wanted to try one
You're
or no?
a good stand-up. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. All right, he'll try to
right.
think of one before we end the show. Give him a little opportunity to shine today. Let's go to M.O. Is that Missouri, I guess? Who cares?
They're
Let's
gone.
go to Chris in Jersey. Chris, what's up?
Yeah, I'd like to throw in a little olive joke here.
All right. Have we gotten one good one from the listeners today?
Yeah.
You did?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
Olive until abortions are
Oh, God.
Hey, how does it feel? How does it feel? The retard had better timing than you.
I was on hold.
Shut up.
Oh, he's got excuses, too.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what it was going to be?
It doesn't matter what it was going to be.
No,
Everyone has an
stupid.
excuse. For you, it's nerves. For the kid in the clip, it's a fucking pony on Mama's stomach in the 6th month.
Afro Party Rock back together, punching out.
Oh,
horrible.
That was
Sorry.
so uncomfortable to listen to. What happened?
Holy shit, it's 5 to 11?
Yeah, that went quickly.
It did.
3 what? 3 minutes left in what? Oh, the show?
That's it? Wow.
Oh, little fella running around.
Hey! Mike, what did you learn on the show today?
I learned that Voss is not the only retard out there telling jokes.
That was a good one.
That's how Jimmy wants it. I just want a piece of chicken. I could care less what they do to the little guys.
I don't like if they're mean to him. I don't know. I never liked it.
Mean to them. The end result is they're going to be pulverized.
That's very true. I just don't like. I don't like cruelty to animals. I never did. It bothers
You
me.
shouldn't give them hope. I think that makes it worse.
Let them know. They're all stacked up on each other. Who, you think the chicken cares?
Yes.
No, he
They
doesn't.
gotta be. It's gotta be unpleasant.
They don't care.
You want them hoping for death.
If you're on a farm, you're running around, you're having fun, someone calls you over, you're like, all right, what? Hey, why is my head going on this big wood pillow? Next thing you know, it's done.
You gotta feed millions and millions of people. That don't work anymore. Might have worked for the little village back in the olden days, but now you gotta. It's gotta be automated.
There's still a way to do it without being as fucked up.
Not
There
for
is.
a food chain like that.
They could do it.
Let's say hi to Matt in Philly. Matt.
Hey, boys, how you doing?
Good. Hi, Matt.
I got a knock-back joke for you.
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
All of you, bud. Wang Chung guys.
You totally. Oh, did you screw him over?
Oh, that was the only way that it had to end. Oh, Nathaniel, you want to try one?
Nat?
Oh. You want to try one? Sure. All right, it's our own Nathaniel, better known as Than.
Yes.
Nat.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I love petting puppies until they die. That's all right. No? All right.
Nope, you might want to pet yourself there.
All right.
You should pet that joke.
You got it.
Oh, well, someone's laughing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
3 clowns in that room.
You mean never take a chance, Travis? Sure.
Oh.
Enjoy anonymity, stupid.
Oh, he smashed you.
He may have bombed, but he's calling you a pussy boy, and I think he's right.
Never take a chance, Travis. Wow.
Really fast, congratulations to the Assault on the Media contest winner for July. It's the Cape guy who wore the cape in Springfield, Mass.
Yeah.
He won the MiFi courtesy of MyRadiostore.com, and he gets to check out the Opie and Anthony show. Game on for August, brand new contest. The Assault on the Media contest for August started, actually. We have a video from one of the guys outside the studio that is up on
And
opieandanthony.com.
if you want to stop animal cruelty, go to...
Program complete.